Chaos Esports, turn to pick.
Take a page out of on. Grow some balls. You know? Just do stuff. Run around the map. That's what I mean, afraid. They're afraid, like...
I just don't like Rubik.
Dire team ban.
I don't know. I don't want to talk about the. But let's change the subject.
Let's talk about who is your favorite Dota player of all time.
Well, define favorite.
Just
what do you
yours.
ask?
Like, you want to watch them play. Like, if they're playing in a game, you want the observer to old watch them. This dude's swagging on
10
everyone.
seconds remaining. 5
Way of
seconds
playing.
remaining.
So much feel. Like he, in my opinion, of
Radiant
also-
team ban.
idolize that. I feel like one of my
Dire
biggest.
team ban.
It's kind of like over. Sometimes it's like you got to make sure you're. Race. You're trying to think of things just as fast as everyone else. So that I just think that's so enjoyable.
What about you, Kyle?
Puppy
You're really
might be the other
thinking.
one, just captain.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I think it's. Honestly,
Is it the question
it
I
might be
asked,
OG.
but yeah, just kidding.
Yeah,
Okay.
it might be OG. And I liked watching VP a lot, but I haven't been able.
We haven't
Yeah,
seen.
it's
We haven't
fine.
casted any of them. Yeah,
Nah.
we've been watching very little. And there's Lifestealer,
They're doing
possibly.
10 seconds remaining.
VP, aren't they like 5-1 or something?
I don't think they're
5
that. I believe they're
seconds
with a winning record, but I think it's like 4-3, something like that.
What were you saying about the lifesteal?
I was just saying, possibly a deny pick from Mineski. They probably would have just snapped it up, hustly, and it's life. You
I don't
have
like
the
Lifestealer
Sand King at
either.
least for the you know, hopping in, maybe getting initiation. But why don't you like the Lifestealer?
I think you want a steroid for it. Don't really have any.
We saw Hector traditional Radiance life rather
Yeah.
than the. Like,
God,
and it's
if
been a bit.
that-
but that kind of like goes into every problem we've said Chaos has,
Exactly.
right? Yeah. So
I
that-
just
that-
don't like how basic the drafts are. You look at OG.
And we're like, what?
We discussed for like until we're blue face how much we love the create.
And we don't
Yeah.
understand what the hell's going on. Either.
Yeah, the team
Well.
fighting. Like we look at LGD and drafts are put together. Chaos just feels like it's very very rudimentary. in
I
this
feel like I
sense.
could do this draft. Like.
Yeah, this looks like a Leviathan.
Yeah, I could have concocted. And that's not something like I'll jokingly play him aside on myself. Like I actually, like when I look at a draft, I'm like, yeah, that seems like really
And
cookie cutter. You know, like that
Dire
just
team
they had
picks.
so much time to prepare.
yeah,
For the
as someone
tournament.
who's drafted against BSJ,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really fun to draft against
Yeah.
people that always go because
It's
you just
easy.
need to like you see it coming and you have a little tweak and like,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, like that 8th pick on the first was like,
I remember one game, I can't remember what it was. Picked an Ursa. I knew you'd pick Ursa. And
Yeah.
I think we ran like a
10 seconds remaining.
yeah, sounds about right. My
5
draft
seconds
history against you
remaining.
guys wasn't that great. We had this always problem where Limp Tiny, where we couldn't pick Tiny because you guys understood Tiny better than us. And then we
Radiant
gave you
team
time and we just lost. So like every game I'm like, what do? I feel like they have an extra ban and I'm already like, you know, a worse drafter. It's a nightmare when you are a captain and you're like fighting this uphill draft battle. It's like, I feel like I'm an underdog while strategizing for these.
And now we look at this lineup. I feel like Mineski's 3 heroes provide more team.
10 seconds remaining.
It's not a bad draft necessarily, but it's very reminiscent of that
seconds
Eve
remaining.
draft that we discussed. How like we don't like it over and over. The Rubik Ogre Venge 345. You have an AA Rubik Sand King. They're very you think about their contribution to the fight. You can pray more heroes are within the Ice Blast stun radius. Realistically, heroes are going to try and kill one.
What about like a?
Oh, it's great.
Really
It's
likes
a
to
game
play.
winning pick. Yeah.
I think you want a hero that is good, right?
Yeah.
And then you also have 2 stuns on Chaos.
Oh yeah, dude. Raging Potato, Mirana, Ogre off, Warlock 5. You storm here. I think that's
Dire team
maybe
down.
you swap if you like, but
I was like thinking it's like a elusive hero like Slark might work too. I also just wasn't a huge fan of Slark because of AA, but at the end of the day, you are very good against the life core to core map. Most of the time, lifestealers end up going like second item halberd though, like not dispel. That usually.
10 seconds
What about this hero
remaining.
before the Slark Warlock? We haven't casted a game with it yet, and I thought it was a
5
pretty popular. It's a big
seconds
team
remaining.
fighter. Is it just too cooldown reliant and kind of bad?
What?
And
Warlock?
yeah,
Yeah.
Warlock.
I think Warlock. I've said this a lot,
Yeah.
but the Fatal Bond's the true ultimate. That people. It's just a TI hero. You know,
Yeah.
that big AoE ultimate, BKB Pierce stun. Good laner nowadays, because safe laners are having a tough time often again.
Heal and pull.
Yeah, he's healing pull.
Fatal bonds occasionally.
Yeah.
The one thing I'll say
Radiant
about
team
Warlock as a
down.
hero is a lot of teams have light stun whenever we don't like their. With every hero in the game, every hero has this weakness. Warlock's his main that he offers no catch, and he offers this ridiculous team fight, but you can actually force fights. You want to have playmakers, 5 position. So this game, like even Slark as a carry is much more of a the average hero.
Yeah.
10
and they have
seconds
these
remaining.
There was a game LGD. They crushed
Radiant
new.
team
It
pick.
was. They had Kunkka, Ench, Void cores,
Oh, yeah.
Ogre, Warlock.
Oh,
Dire
I love
team
that
yeah.
because you have all this beef. Like Warlock, you cast your spells no problem. ESF.
We got the
is
Swagger
another
Fiend.
great hero to get buffed up by the Ogre.
Probably does he go like the Blink Yules? Or...
he used to. I mean, Moon was a big. He was a big Yules
10
guy, but I have
seconds
no clue.
remaining.
Obviously, it depends on the game,
You,
right?
you definitely
Suppose.
want a faster BK.
5 seconds
Just because
remaining.
you're look at Chaos. The 3-4-5. We're discussing what they're actually all worthless. Like,
What is Matoma Man's hero? Do they have Brood in the?
No,
Oh,
it's
got
first, second
ban.
ban.
I mean.
Could you go?
What were you gonna say?
No, it's just.
I want to hear it.
I was gonna say Ricky because it's Slark. But like, and then
That's the kind
Yeah.
of creativity.
I
Dude,
mean,
hey, you want him to do something different?
Ricky. I'm saying
F
Ricky.
it.
Ricky Mid's been seeing a lot of play and
Yeah.
counter to Slark that I've talked about. But
No teak fight, guys.
You have the Sand King, the OD, and whatever.
There's
Rubik
no
pulls.
tower push. There's no physical damage part. It's gonna. I'm glad it's a Matumba Man lifestealer though. I was kind of hoping that more of him on one and VT faded mid. The problem is that VT faded's hero pool limited.
Yeah.
He's a young kid, right? He hasn't had the time to develop.
Even with
his
like Gunner here,
spark.
he'll admit he's very limited. If you're younger, you're trying to build your MMR so you get noticed, and the best way is to play heroes very well.
But Gunner said he fit like well into his team because he's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's just like different. Whatever,
And you
like-
know the carry player on the team. 23, I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
A middle player who actually, you know what, I'm all
He
about
even
it.
said like a player like Forev just loves playing these like cancerous, like
Yeah.
he just loves dude. And it's funny because like you do need a good balance of that.
Yep.
So if like I feel like they've been games. Man's always liquid. I feel like first round, second round, early second round pick because he's setting up Miracle to carry the game. So I wouldn't mind if they start doing this. They do need to switch it up. Whatever they do, swap it up. So this is a nice little interchangeable play style that they're going for.
I like the. It's just so simple. We discussed a lot about OG and the utilized, but I think these damage steroids, damage amp reduction, way more valuable than credit for. That's part of the reason picked so often. Warlock and because of fatal bonds is another. There's a lot of natural synergy. Slark SF, they get ahead. Like it's so easy for them to just completely take over again. Chaos. My problem with this draft is that I don't see the win. I look at this and I think, okay, what's Chaos looking to do? What's their timing? What's the power spike? They don't really have the ability to kill Roche or objectives.
I was gonna say Roche is a big deal.
It's just play better than your opponents. Continuously outplay them. And I've always felt that the team that play worse, still win, has the edge. And that's what it feels like for Mineski.
We do have a quick pause here for the players. And on the other side, so this Shadow Fiend, what's his plan? Is he still just, I'm going to push in middle, I'm going to farm jungle, or do you move around a little bit more nowadays with your middle SF? Not really, right?
When you have reliable stuns, I think it's good. You have like...
And I think you either Ogre or SF is going to be, but I love the idea of Shadow Fiend rotating that a couple of times. Played it, the exact combo of heroes, that's what they did as well. Because you find that kill very easily, double raise, and then you have a Bloodlust buff SF just starting to hit tower. And then he can start playing enemy.
It's just a very efficient rotation.
Yeah,
right?
the best form, if you want to just go up to the top Dire Shrine, this area of the map is where SF wants to be playing. If you can open that up by the 10-minute mark, all of a sudden, like the top bounty, the top rune, SF, and this is the richest part of the map in Dota for a Shadow Fiend.
4 cans.
For the first 15 minutes of the game, I, as a Slark player, am like, I'm unkillable. Like, I actually really like playing Slark in this game. Not because, like, I do hate playing Slark in OD. That matchup really sucks. But in this specific game, I'm like, for the first 15, 20 minutes of the game, I'm actually pretty unkillable. They have AAOD, like these theoretical counters, but they don't really have this, like, reliable chain of events that sets up killing. Be later on 5-man engagements that are good. So I think Mineski's going to have to this like 20-minute massive power spike.
They do have to be careful about taking fights without BK. Chaos finds initiate.
Absolutely, yeah.
A hero will die, and then they can find more. They disable. And low cooldowns on all.
There's the fatal bonds you talked about already getting thrown onto the lane. And I want to say, it looks like, you know, the year of the Bassi is back. All 4 players, it seems, are pretty much starting with the Sage's Mask now and just getting that Bassi. Both teams this game doing the same thing. Are you guys bad? I know, Kyle, you were one of the biggest. You loved those little buffs, right? You guys were the casual buckler guys back in the day.
I remember a game, AA, I had no boost. Buckler, Bassi, someone else had a Vlad and Ern.
And you're just having a great time.
Oh yeah, it's about gold efficiency, right?
Yeah.
I think something else to be said about the way Dota has changed over this past year is because of the slot, the addition of the backpack, a lot of items that you more effective slot efficient lost their place. Because all of a sudden, you didn't necessarily need that soul ring, right? Because you have 3 clarities in your backpack, and it's changed what their power level just dramatically shifts. It's like why you know TM fell off for a while because you don't need the aura, right? You've got clarity.
And looks like this Ogre is going a little bit different as well. Well, there's going to be the arrow flying. Mattelman is in a little bit of trouble right now. Does have the rage, but I don't even know if that'll do anything. He's just gonna get right click down this Ogre. Dude, this hero, we have seen it a lot, and you can't trade hits with this hero anymore. It's just too strong. Look at this, 10 armor with the Bassi, 63 base damage. Doesn't even have the Orb of Venom this game. Actually has a Quelling Blade.
Farming this dude, Mineski's already so far ahead.
Scary. And look at this. They actually he eats the mango, fakes out the stun, maybe trying to bait a rage.
I think he actually was trying to stun Misery and get fogged. Because if he'd stun Misery there, I'm pretty sure he dies.
Already level 3, level 2 stun coming out. Little increase in damage, doubles it actually.
Just a little bit.
Well, Moon wasn't, what is it, 14-5 middle, currently against VT Faded, who's 11-0, so not doing terrible, but still, you don't want to fall behind to an SF you know can go to the jungle and farm a little bit quicker than you.
I just never feel good in the mid lane when it's a carry player against one of the most mechanically skilled players. Like, I don't care if you're a carry player that can pretty well play the mid lane, you're just not going to play it nearly as well as the guy who's played 100 mid games in the last week.
And this is like, I'd say one of the more skill-based matchups in Dota. I favor SF, but I know there are certain players that feel very confident on the OD. But if you're the better player on the Shadow Fiend, like you will crush the lane.
See, we'll just continue. There's a range creep deny. Always feels pretty bad. That has to be one of the worst feelings in the world.
Every single.
Is he? All right, well, we'll watch it. Let's see.
Yeah, he's got all 4 denies. That's
19 and 9.
Yeah.
This is scary. Double Wraith Band already. Could get boots if he wants. Oh, gets range creep denied on himself under the tower. And now I see pings on both lanes, actually, top and bottom. Let's see who wants to do something here. Orb of Venom actually on the lifesteal. You like the Orb of Venom on the lifestealer, BSJ?
No, because you're not winning the... I'm personally not a fan. Like, I feel like you buy Orb of Venom because you want to be like super aggressive in lane.
Yeah. And you just can't trade hits with an ogre, right?
You're not. Not only because you can't trade hits, but like you have an AA support.
I'd rather a casual ring of protection.
Yeah. Like, I'd rather have all the items I'm buying in this lane are how can I minimize how much damage I take while I'm hitting creep. That's pretty much what I'm trying to do. Like, you can trade hits with the ogre like you're doing, like he is doing a bit, but you're not doing it with the intent of bullying the ogre. You're just making him have to expend a bit of regen, because if you don't hit him back, he'll just...
And there was a ward middle, so he knows that Raging Potato is here, has the rune, and just sitting around. Will avoid the gank. Kezu, level 4, has raindrops on the Sand King, will continue to just cut the wave. Oh, top lane, KP, they actually do bring him down.
All thanks to that Orb of Venom, right, BSJ?
Yep, that's the perfect item.
It's great on the lifestealer in the safe lane. You have that chasing power if you show that off.
Yeah, honestly, it worked out, so man's the TI winner, man.
There's going to be the runes. Oh, actually get a leap back up. There's going to be the double Starstorm. It is only level 1, but there's the leap. Wants to shoot the arrow. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Fakes it out 3 times. Oh, I love it. There's no angle it felt like. Well, you could really get away from that misery. They'll get brought down.
It was weird, though. Raging Potato had an Arcane Rune and was using it to arrow jungle creep, so that's why the Ogre was, like, alone and dead, which, to me, I don't really feel like should happen, so...
Play a little safer.
Yeah, it's just weird to me because I make the prediction like you shouldn't really go Orb of Venom. You're not gonna kill this ogre.
Well, OD super low middle pops another health potion.
Top is getting scary though. Now there's some on ogre.
Yep. And look at this. Yep. Traded hits. Level 4 versus level 5 though. Does have level 3 in that feast.
Stun off here. Raging Potato is waiting with the arrow.
There it is. Will it hit in time? It sure as hell does. And there it goes. Raging Potato picks up that kill. And you said, I mean, we've seen this lane a lot, right? I think TNC actually played it a few times. You're just dead if you get stunned. Yeah.
It's the dream. It's exactly what we were discussing about, where the ogre can start getting aggro and the Mirana eventually like takes the lane, starts shoving creeps. Plus you have kill potential.
And it feels good. Yeah, you just thought about it. Just get out of here, ogre. I'm gonna farm. I'm gonna get whatever I want. Bottom lane, something's going on. It looks like Nico maybe actually taking a ton of damage there. But we'll be able to make it out. Not quite level 6, so can't just hide and get that regen.
Does have a Warlock, also has a Shrine if he needs it.
Crazy going on.
The thing is, a Slark eventually becomes independent in this lane. Like, there's certain matchups where if you're against like an Axe or a Legion, you're kind of like always under threat as Slark. But once you hit 6, like you are independent at that point. So it just makes it easier for the rest of your team to play.
I don't think you're making out of here, Raging Potato. One more right click. It will be Matuma, and that's a 1v2 kill. Misery wasn't even up there.
That Orb of Venom, man. Kyle flamed it, and I said,
it's the greatest thing of all time.
It's these little item decisions that just really make or break the carry roll.
And all of a sudden, this top lane, we're finally seeing possibly the Ogre counter. Matamba Man on Lifestealer.
Trading.
Bottom. Nico, baby, once again, they try to block that leap.
He's going to have 6 from this creep. It does.
He's trying. He almost goes down going for it, but
He's baiting. He
will
has
pick it up.
seven stick charges. That
He
was
goes-
honestly a little close for my liking, but you know.
He's just hiding. Bring the CS over. I still want it.
The level 1 buff to the Slark ult.
How much was
It went from 3% to 5, yeah. So you go from 33
huge.
seconds to 20 to get full health back.
They nerfed it for a bit, right? Wasn't
They
it like
nerfed
that?
his cooldown.
Okay.
So, like they used to
Not
have
the
a 60
percentage,
Yeah,
though?
they never
Alright.
nerfed the percentage. The percentage was the same since the dawn of time. But
Yep. But they also increased base health.
yeah, it's like 3.5 now.
Well, we do see the shrine up there from VT Fade just trying to farm it. Raging Potato just running a few circles. There will be a ward placed down. We'll see the OD.
Under attack.
Yeah. I was actually talking to Icefrog, or Bruno, about it.
Yeah.
Said they really like these little tweaks, you know, the little quality of life change to make a big difference. Gives that hero the option to like actually get to the point of being
Uh-oh.
strong.
Sorry, VT Fade actually goes down middle. I was looking top. They were getting dove, but this ward, Raging Potato, he's just rolling around middle. We talked this Mirana. All it takes is one arrow. You're dead. 5 second stun. You're definitely going to die. And you talk about those little quality of life changes, right? Slark seems to have got a lot. That one permanent agility as well.
Yeah, but then they nerfed like his essence shift and his essence shift talents. Like I actually liked a lot of the way they reworked it. They made his pounce like way better against mobile heroes, but they also made it so you can itemize against it. So like he's the same hero, but he does what he does differently. What's cool. I like it a lot. They needed to rework him because he made no sense as like a pub stomper, but not viable and competitive. He's going to take a lot of damage bottom here. Has ultimate,
He is.
forced to use it.
Has the wand plus.
Shoot up the Midas. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of this Midas this game. Because against a hero like Lifestealer, I'd like to run around with phase drums and like kill the AA and
I actually really like it. To your point, you already mentioned how OD can really annoy a Slark. And I'd much rather Nico Baby get the Midas, which would then allow him to play more conservatively without handicapping his ability to increase in net worth. Because you just aren't going to be a hero in the mid game no matter what you buy.
Okay.
You need Scotty, you need BKB, and then you're able to start taking over.
And already the first tower goes down. It's Moon taking that middle tower right before the 10-minute mark, so they can fight for this rune. Kazu will have to stun out. Now, we'll see if they want to fight for their own rune. We'll have stun up again. We actually have a lift. They're chasing. Arrow will fly, but won't hit. Moon's going to TP top. They want to fight for this rune possibly instead. Now it's Toman right-clicking. There's going to be the stun. There's going to be a double raid. It's just going to right-click now. Rune will get scooped up.
another nuke?
2 more attacks. Will just throw out the
Beautiful.
nuke. Gets the
That
kill.
was a sick TP. Like he just shows bottom
Dude.
and then like instantly TPs knowing when they're not going to get the kill.
Not just that, but he also medium into short, and then saves the long nuke, knowing that that'll be the one he'll be able to finish with as Matamba Man's rage dissipates. That's sick. A more inexperienced player would go like long medium and then just not find the kill.
Everything coming up Mineski once more. 2K lead right now. Milan trying to farm that level 6 on Rubik. Wants to be able to possibly steal that rock eventually. And it feels like this OD can do a little bit of damage if there's some lockdown. Triple null plus treads, and they are going to smoke up top. AA here as well. Level 6, so they've got that burst. But we're vanishing. The shadows will take us. See, they're going to meet up. They don't actually know. There we go. They see him. Vale gets picked up. Did he have boots this time? He did buy boots first. That's been both games, right? He was 2,000 ahead on the Lina as well last game. Moon, he's showing he is a great mid player.
I actually like this choice too, going for the Yasha first. More move speed, really nice when you have bonus from the Bloodlust as well.
You're going to be attacking and moving so damn quick.
Is this a Yasha BKB SNY or like what are you going? Just casual Yasha.
Sanjin Yasha is okay, but I think Yasha BKB.
Yeah, I was thinking like
need
why not? Oh, they're gonna go for the stuff top, but did manage to raise. Probably would have died there because he has the triple raise. Does have the Midas on the Ogre. I
Didn't get the multi
Yeah, I was
cast.
about to say, I believe he did.
He did. And look at
You
this.
talked about this, Kyle.
0.6 attack already. And this is getting scary. 4K lead. They're just moving around the map. They know what they want to do. OD looking for the 12-minute rune. It will be bottom. It's a double damage. Matamba Man, the only one who can really run through. Here comes another AA blast. Where are we going? Looks like bottom again, which they are trying to die, but
That's what I meant by the start. Like, you're able to be independent,
Yeah,
and your team doesn't need to play with you.
well,
that's a really
annoying.
good point. If that's an LC or that's an Axe, he's dead.
Yeah, and what happened there was they went for the burst strike, noticed he didn't have like the dark pack go off, so he lifted, but what happened was the dark pack was queued like a millisecond before the burrow strike, so it took the entire duration off.
TP in. They're looking for one. Milan. Can he get a lift on anyone? It's only level 1. Does have the max out dark pack, so some burst damage, but looks like everyone might get out. KP with the TP. It's going to be close. Kazu won't be able to find him.
And since they rotated so many heroes top, Moon just instantly TP's bottom was like, well, this is a nice tower. I'm not bloodlusted, but he just goes to BKB.
I can't tell you how important it is. Awareness of where you need to TP to is something that a lot of cores struggle with. You'll see some like mid players going all the way back to base instead of their tier 1. Same with offlaners. Moon could have gone to Shrine and just farmed. Instead, he's immediately beating into a tier 1. And it's now easy for his Hellion to rotate a bit later, but now they're here helping him secure the objective.
Yeah, now you're forcing this awkward smoke from Chaos that feels so forced because they
Bullock Golem active as well.
Oh, and will they find him? Ninja Boogie will be the one who gets stunned. Will they try to burst him down? Here comes the A-Blood, and it won't actually hit on anyone, but Ninja Boogie will go down.
That's a tower for 4 heroes that just killed a Warlock.
Yep,
And where's it's Nico, baby, actually heading top here.
It's so good. And Matumbaman now left on an island, has infest, but
This is a pretty tough kill, isn't it? With just these 2 heroes against the life
It's a
stealer.
free attempt. Like, if you land the arrow. Oh, okay.
He was waiting.
Yeah, I mean,
Easy to still try to chase because look who's here. It's actually KP out of the woodwork. There's going to be the multi-cast. There's going to be the double star storm. And will we get the permanent? Jilly does get inside of a creep. They know which one because he's trying to run it away. Still won't get brought down. Now it will. And
why is this happening, BSJ?
because he TP'd bottom and forced the results reaction there.
That's correct.
Yep. No. It's all like a chain of events.
Mineski's ahead of the game. They're in control of the tempo. They're dictating where Chaos has to move to respond to them around the map. It's so much easier to play.
oh my goodness.
They move top.
Yep.
Forced reaction from Chaos. Instant Chaos response to top. Moon goes bottom.
Yep.
Then Chaos has to like chase them all the way to bottom, and then they kill top.
And not just that, as Chaos has to run across the map, Moon's farming.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, wait up. Here we go. Moon could be a little bit of trouble. They're going to try to run after. He will slow enough.
He's dancing.
Will do it. He is dancing. This could be a kill. Does he want to throw out the ulti to try to get this? There's a bloodlust. Is he going to throw out his ulti? He will bring down Moon, but it does do a lot of damage. KP's going to be in a little bit of trouble. They're just going to chase forward, and look at this. They're going to find 2 of the core kills. It looks like VT faded. Could he be in trouble? And this feels like a wasted rock by Ninja Boogie. He's really biting him in the butt right now.
I'd say the booty.
I think, okay, so I'm pretty sure VT faded meant to get the SF with his Astral, but instead he got Kazu, which ended up being way better, because Kazu would have just died to the ulti there.
Yeah.
He was like phased inside of the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah. I believe you are correct about that. He is going Diffusal on the Sark. I like that better.
I do too. It's just so good here, especially you're playing against Rubik, AA, SFOD, or SKOD. If they're caught without spells, you just Diffusal and kill them.
All right, so we were talking about those good rotations, but
Scared of maybe a SK blink with the A follow-up.
Can Ninja Boogie, can he just throw out ultis like that anymore after what just happened, or does he need to be a little more careful?
I think if you throw it out like that, you just have to...
If he gets the kill, we're not flaming him, you know? It was like a 10 seconds.
So.
Well, the point is, like, your team also has to adjust when you do, right? Because the minute you do that, you have to realize that, like, the rest of hey, let's try to get an opportunity here. The Bounty Rune? Okay, let's fight them in no Warlock Golem. It's kind of like when you die as a mid laner, it's like the rest of your team has to make sure they adjust to the fact that their mid laner is dead. Otherwise, they're just going to feed. Up arrow bottom, he hits a 5-second.
And Milan, bye.
Sick snipe, by the way. He doesn't have, like, any vision. He just saw Rubik leaving the creep. Took a, you know, like, guess his trajectory is his natural path for walking.
They know Nico Baby's here. It's going to be a tough kill because it is a Slark. There is no ulti, though. And here's going to be the 8 blast. It is going to miss, though. Now he's just going to survive because of that.
Structures are
Mercy as well. Kazu, can he get out of here? Has a blink in 4, has a burrow strike. At about the same time. They get hit, though, has the burrow strike. Blink will be up in 1. Blink's over, and we'll make it out.
So that was 60. He actually blocked the pounce, but the leash prevents the SK stun. So Nick Baby was able to escape the radius of the...
We see a lot of A lot of wards here. Radiant is really covering this dire turn. We've got 2 wards in this triangle. Look at this. This really, really missing here.
Let me tell you, viewers, how lucky you are that Grant is observing instead of BSJ, because there's like 90% Slark on his screen, let me tell you.
Yeah, no, I'm watching.
He's learning. He's learning.
Dude, I'm watching Pact and Midas the creeps, man. It's just like...
So what? So why is this Radiance lifestealer not a thing? Is it just too slow, or why don't we see anymore?
Generally speaking, like by the time you have Radiant, the rest of your team's just crippled. You're like soaking up a lot of the farm, but you're not actually on the map. Which means like...
You farm items to farm more items.
Yeah, and the other team, meanwhile, has farmed like a Blink Dagger and like, you know, 2 mid-game items, and they're like, killing the rest of your team who has no farm.
Especially when you have an OD. Like, you have no damage through BKBs unless Lifestealer does physical damage. He has to itemize.
The only difference between Lifestealer and like an Alchemist is Alchemist gets his like 5 minutes early, or 6 minutes earlier. So that's suddenly the like ability to punish the rest of Alchemist's team is like way shorter of a window.
And I love this. Just Asha double Wraith into the BKB on the Shadow Fiend. That's the build. And now they take one good fight. Roshan opens up.
Okay. Azu. A little trouble. And we also, as you talk about, we talk about every time a Slark's played, not only, he just D-wards a lot. He got the exact D-ward over here multiple times. It just feels bad as support.
And it's great. This is the dream for Moon as well. Like, as this team pushes lane, he's just farming this quad area of the Dire Woods.
And you have a Raging Potato in 4 position, soaking up all the dangerous area that does nothing.
Exactly, and if he dies, who cares?
Yeah.
It's Marana 4. You're going to be able to push tier 2s now.
And he's kind of like an AA. He has a global ult that can actually help his team
Sure, we'll follow
from
this.
across the map.
Where are we going? On top.
And you have like a choice now. It's like Raging Potato's like, do we want to hit this? You know, like you have a choice to, and then you see 3 heroes and you're like, eh.
Sentry will go down
They're actually
early.
going to fight this.
Well, there Milan will be able to find him. They already have this tree down though, and it looks like it will just be an easy kill on the Mirana.
Mineski is smoked all the way bottom. You might see a buyback from Mirana for this.
I think we will.
We don't have Slark down here quite yet. Is his TP up? It is.
But remember, they have an SFBKB. He is indestructible for that duration. There is no way Chaos can even threaten him.
The fact that he got caught on Raging Potato does make this a little bit awkward. Oh, the AA ult's gonna scout.
They saw one, yeah. It looked like they were just hoping one hero would run up here and they'd get it.
Yeah, and that was mainly an AA was scouting Roche actually.
And he just lets it go as well, so that they have the lower cooldown required. Because the cooldown starts ticking when you cast it, and then
does it really?
Yeah. So when you throw the AA ult, it goes it starts ticking. But if you use it to cast it, it'll.
Here we go on the backside. Oh my goodness, that's a perfect stun coming out from Kezu. Oh, will he get in there? Will he? Kezu goes down, Moon goes down, and now VT faded. They find KB. Can they continue to chase for more? Obviously, Slark's a tough kill, but guess what? This is a buyback from Ninja Boogie. Will they be able to snipe him? Not quite yet. There will be an inhibit going out. Tough man will have to pop the rage. He's going to throw his ulti out on this Slark. Ninja Boogie will get his ulti up, but he's going to go down again. That's a dieback. And now Nico, we got the lift on it. Got him, and Milan, nicely done by him. They're going to get this kill. And Kezu with the blink stun on 2 and Moon.
You got to get your BKB off, buddy. You know that.
You're the strongest hero on the map, but only if you use the item.
That's true. Where was Boogie? Was he just not set up? Because if they have the Golem there to counter get it up.
He got double stunned with Moon. He was a little too far up there.
Yep.
And Kezu, that was a huge blink stun by him.
You got to be able to combo break.
Ooh, middle. Here comes the AA. I don't think they're actually going to try to go for a kill here, but let's annoy him.
To be fair, it seemed like Mineski was playing the map a bit better early on in the game, but Chaos has clearly tried to make plays this game, and the fact is, they're having successful plays.
Yes, I think a big part of that though is VT faded. Yeah, sure, the lane wasn't great, but check out the itemization, right?
Yeah, Blink
just
Force,
straight into Blink Force, just as mobile as possible, and he's been getting involved.
He's got the full Hurricane Pike done. He has the option between the BKB or the Sheep Stick.
Yeah.
I honestly think if you are allowed, like meaning based on the pace of the game, you're allowed to get the Sheep Stick, it becomes impossible for actually, they have no saves.
Oh, here we go. They're going for Nico, baby. Up here, really able to find Nick too. And as you guys said, Kezu, he took it to heart. He is making some plays right now.
Yep, so all of a sudden he's got the most kill participation on his team. It's looking solid. Look at the XP, the graphics.
Dipped far down in Dire's favor.
Yep. And you know, if there's a hero, I don't think you could find an SEA player above 8k MMR that doesn't have a damage OD. So even though I've never seen him play it in this tournament, I would say that a BT Faded OD is something to get behind.
And he's level 18, it's not level 3 ulti. He is doing some damage. Mattelman as well, level 15, almost 16 with that Midas using off cooldown, has full Desto now flying on a chicken. And Cole, you were talking a little bit about, like, you know, you don't see many timings. Is this the timing right here? Is this just Desto Lifestealer by itself?
Definitely solid, but I think Chaos still has to be fearful about the BKBs coming out. Slark is approaching his rapidly. Shadow Fiend, of course, yet to use his. Just the rest of you to go for Nico.
But this Lifestealer will chunk the SF through BKB.
Yeah.
Can't just stand there. It's going to be hard. BKB stand there and ulti. Well, you're not damaging him. We have a quick pause by Moon.
I'd love to see a back for a bit.
Lifestealer, next item. Because that pretty much eliminates the SF's ability to play the game. OD can focus on the rest of the heroes, and Lifestealer, Sand King, Rubik can kind of SF from the fights. He still has a 10-second BKB, right?
And there's something to be said. The one weakness of the Mineski lineup is they don't really have a true catch. The way of starting fights is just kind of controlling the map and abusing movement, but there's no blink stunner on this squad, and it's not as if the Slark is itemizing to be that frontliner, so
Shadows.
more difficult for them to execute kills.
And they have a 4-step on Rubik and a 4-step queued up on the AA, which I talked about, the one way to break leash on Slark nowadays. And that makes it really hard for Slark to stay on targets. Arrow!
Ooh, they have to know they got to get out that scan by the Radiant. They can't miss her. Whoa, he gets solo ulted again.
That's a lot of hate.
That is 5 heroes and a Ninja Boogie ulti. Was close, only about a half second off from finding the Sand King and also the Lifestealer inside of him. Also, I do want to say Mattelman, the longest I've seen his Midas on cooldown has been 2 seconds. Let's see if he continues.
So 2 seconds too long is what you're saying?
And now yeah, waste of about 3 seconds there, but that's okay. And now we have a 2K lead still on the side of Mineski, but it feels very, very even right now, especially with the Warlock Golem down. It doesn't feel like Mineski wants to take a fight the next 2 minutes.
Slark does not scale well this game because of the OD. I just want to say that.
And the AA.
Yeah.
And Chaos, they're confident. It's just, yeah, they need to be constantly finding kills to win this game and getting the initiation, but truthfully, that's not too difficult of a task for them just because there's no true initiator on Mineski. Like, they're playing this game well.
Looks like they might smoke up for the bounty runes here on Chaos. No, they're leaving it in the backpack.
You're going to get to a point where you have like Blink, Sheep on the OD, and then you also have a stunning Sand King with Lifestealer inside of him. You can theoretically initiate on 2 different targets, and both of them are going to get 100-0'd without assistance.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this Slark matchup against OD is if the game proceeds like it does, where OD gets real big, is actually so hard to play.
Dire's middle tower is under
Kezu,
attack.
he's looking. They want to try to find him. Radiant Potato is just hiding over here in the trees, though. Good luck finding this young man.
He's quite farmed.
It seems like all of them are on as we watch. They do just get farmed. I mean, it's easy to farm. You just arrow big creeps, arrow siege creeps. Have a good time. They're vanishing again. And uh-oh. For Potato, he will farm that up. Throw an arrow, actually, and I'm out of here. I'm actually going this way. I'm going towards your base. We'll be completely okay. Does feel like Radiant is still playing much more on the side of Dire's now. Pardon me. Whoa.
Dire's
A
structure.
little early on the BKB, and they might not even get this tower now because of it. And yeah, he's gonna have to TP away.
The thing is, you're against Rubik SK, so you like can't really hold the BKB. Like you saw last time when he held
exactly.
the BKB.
He'd rather cast it too early than get caught again without using it.
Piranha's have a Blink Dagger in 100 gold, which makes her a very elusive,
Radiant's middle
split
tower is
pushing,
under attack.
honestly kill threat eventually.
Yep. It's so annoying to play AA against that because you will watch a fight develop in front of you and you won't even be looking on your hero, and then all of a sudden there's a Piranha blinked on top of you and you're dead. It also makes it a lot easier for Nico Baby to play Dota because he doesn't have to be responsible for AA.
Dire's bottom
So whose game do
tower
you
is under
think is
attack.
easier right now? Does one team just have a way easier time this game, or would you say it's pretty even?
I would say on paper it's easier for Chaos, but
Yeah.
this Mirana also kind of throws in like a wrench to the equation that I'm not sure how it goes out. Like the fact that you have this 4 position that has so much
Dyer's
split
bottom
pushing
tower is
prowess
under
Yeah,
attack.
look at that.
for setting up fights for you. Because like the fact that the cores on Mineski would normally have to show in lanes against a future Blink Sheep on OD.
The name of the game is going to be positioning
Dyer's
and
bottom
vision.
tower
If
is
you
under
get
attack.
an initiation from Chaos, you're going to win the fights. Mineski, they've got to try and control areas of the map and then force engagements with.
And we see both teams actually use their scan right there on pretty much the same exact spot.
Mineski is smoked up. Chaos did retreat to their own high ground here. Focus on the other high ground. Good vision supplied by Nico, baby.
There goes. There's going to be a stun. Will Moon be able to get his BKB up? There's going to be a lift. There's going to be a rock coming up from Ninja. There's the BKB from Moon, and he's just going to start chunking them. Yep, they find the lifestealers, but one more right click. It will be enough. Kezu, he needs to get out. Can he? He does. But this tier 2 probably going to go down eventually, but
It's really well done.
Good start, middle.
What happened? Nico Baby finds the enemy heroes. The rest of the squad converges. That time Boogie was ready with the Golem. You can see the mark of a team that's prepared and together is when things go badly. They lost that fight bottom, a disaster, but they learned from it, and they're not repeating the same mistake. They're ensuring that they shore up that weakness.
I just want to say that Nico Baby is playing Slark with Mirana this game, and he didn't buy Shadow Blade.
My man.
Not trying to.
Is that good?
He's doing his job without having to buy the item, meaning like he's
Might,
applying
no.
Yeah.
No, I don't mind them.
no, I mean, he's just not using
No, I like this because if you build in this manner, right, he's got the survivability thanks to the BKB, so he doesn't need the mobility to enter fights. And since he has a defusal and phase boots, he just runs at the target, and you can't kill him because of that BKB. Whoa.
4 stab though, this Ogre.
I'm surprised they didn't just stun into arrow there.
I just realized I haven't looked at Ogre in a while. We've got a pipe, almost a full Heaven's Halberd, Midas, 4 stab. He's just beast mode.
I like the halberd.
Halberd can chain as well, right?
It can probably multicast. Yeah, it's a targetable item on enemies.
So, man, think if you somehow get it on top of, I mean, you just want it on the OP, and then anyone else probably a bonus, Lifestealer. Yeah.
That is funny though. I've never seen a halberd ogre, so I'm not sure if you can multicast. Bottom lane does find the warlock underneath his own tower. Has no golem, so it's like a kill. But to be honest, that hero, like, there's a reason why he's the one farming there and nobody else. Yep. Should lead to a tower though. It's like Chaos's job to kill him, and it's good that they do, but Mineski's kind of expecting that, and they're just gonna push out mid lane. Oh, they're actually smoked. They're gonna try to fight this.
They know too. They ping behind the tower, and Tumbleman, he knows all it takes is one arrow from a tree, one stun, and you're probably just dead.
Slark has the Scotty queued up. Went for the 30 attack speed, 10 strength. Do get the 2 ward for the bounty runes.
They know where they're at. Are we running into each other right here? Doesn't look like it.
It has the multiplier as well on the
Dyer's
Sandy's
middle tower
Eclipse.
is under attack.
Guy, you can just tell
Dyer's
Dyer
middle
is
tower has
so annoyed
fallen.
with Raging Potato right now. Bottom lane, he's just sat there the entire last like 5-10 minutes just clearing creep waves.
How crazy is it for him to buy a Lincoln's?
I don't think it's very
Doesn't
crazy
seem
at all.
very
Like, you give it to your teammates too, right? In fights, like, you're on.
Oh,
Here
there we go. They're gonna
problem, though.
find.
That was sick. BT baited. He was invis. He baited the rune. Rage Potato thought, so he comes around the trees and just.
Milan will end up getting that kill. 4 staff plus blink.
Odie has to be the
Hex.
best Hex carrier in the game by like tenfold, right?
Yes.
Like, no other hero.
The other one I really like is Love Track. Even though we never see it,
Why is that?
you just do so much damage. In the duration of a Hex, you can kill almost anybody because there's also going to be a stun follow-up.
Almost a full Scotty up on Nico Baby, level 20 as well. Not the greatest talents at level 20 for Slark. Do you want something more impactful, or do you like the pounce?
I mean,
It feels very low for like level 20, like on Slark, you're just like, oh.
yeah. I mean, most
Cool.
people take the dark pack damage nowadays. Yeah, it just makes it so you take 1 hit plus all of your dark pack to kill quick.
Whoa, we are going to see a big fight. It actually, well, it's going to be an OD. Ulti going down will kill that. Milan backside does kill Ninja, but will they be able to find Moon? Moon does have a BKB. Butterfly as well. Will he just turn around to fight? Kezu Moose does in, and Moose is going to TP. See you later, KP.
It looked like Mineski's getting a little sloppy, but in reality, it's just the lack of playmaking capabilities. We've discussed ad nauseum. Like, Chaos have so many ways of starting fights this game that if Mineski find themselves out of position or one hero becomes a straggler for a moment or two, suddenly they're on the ropes.
He is queuing up with Lincolns on the support Morana, so he realizes that if he wants to continue doing what he's doing in this game, he has to have the Lincolns, otherwise OD just kills him over and over again. And since he is a very farm support, he's quite the pinata to pop over and over again for a OD who has BKB done and 600 gold if he wants, or 800 gold if he wants it, but also has a Shiva's that if he, I mean, Shiva's are so good with Slark SF, and it's another 25 in towards your ultimate.
Oh, we've got something going on right here. The arrow's gonna hit, but it is a dark pack. Kezu will stun, won't hit, and now there's gonna be ulti from Boogie. Will go in, and Boogie does end up going down. There goes Kezu as well. It is a 1-for-1. The Ogre is still dead, so it's a 3v4 fight. There's gonna be the rock. It's dropped by Milan, and yeah, Nico Baby finally gets away, and this is gonna be the end, looks like it. Milan does steal. He will get one more chaotic offering, right?
If he holds on to it, yes, his ult's 5 minutes.
Dude, you hold on to it, right?
Yeah.
Rock's pretty good.
It's okay. Yeah.
It's
only good if he uses it and then steals Fatal Bonds.
Yeah, immediately.
That's only when it's good. Yeah.
Love that evasion picked up on my
the 4 times multicast on the Midas. See you later, creep wave.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he just got a 4.
That's a lot of money. Has the Heaven Halberd now as well, going for the sheep.
Yeah, that's a lot of disable.
The KP Hex is going to be the X factor for Mineski. They need that lockdown. Yeah, sure, you killed KZ, but you can see they have so much difficulty converting on the second kill, on the third kill, because as soon as Chaos no longer wants any part of a team fight, they just run away.
It is the BKB picked up by OD. Doesn't go for the little more aggressive Shivas.
You need to BK. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, other than Golem,
don't look at
he's
me.
almost level 25.
You know what I'm saying.
I've seen plenty of NAODs, not by a heavy. So, yeah. Not to call out anybody in.
Excuse me. No.
Okay.
Oh, initiation.
It is where? Got him.
Nice
Ninja Boogie goes down. I mean, it's a Warlock going down, 5. But we get the kill. Steals plenty of intel.
It's just like
still
a
has the
free
ulti.
kill, you know, like that one was absolutely good. The other one was like a 3-man gang, so that's why I'm like, yeah, you're gonna gank him, but if he's just casually competing on the map, that doesn't exactly bode well.
And there's Chaos. He's gonna play 40. Actually, sees it. BT baited. Kill the arrows though. Will they be able to kill him? Yeah, Moon's doing a lot of damage. There will be the AA ulti. Won't hit on anyone actually. And now they're just gonna have to get back. Raging Potato, level 21. He really is. They might turn it around now.
I hate playing Stark against OD, by the way. Nothing feels better than this Dark pacting the Hex and still dying.
They want to fight. They really want to fight. There's gonna be. They actually saw him. He didn't see him on the other side. They're just gonna turn around. Mattelma Man's inside of him. Whoa! What are you doing there? They're gonna kill it. Milan KP gets some ultimate cast, and now they're running forward. There'll be a TP out. They're gonna fall in Kezu though. Moon. There's gonna be a raise. There's gonna be 2 right clicks. Kezu still alive though. Has a blink up. Will he make it? He does for now. Raging Potato is uphill, and Kezu nicely done.
Did he go back for the goals in the SF? Because that is really.
No, he has the butterfly queuing up a Scott.
I don't know about Scotty, guys. Actually, you don't want. You need HP. You don't necessarily want the Satanic because you're not going to be able to use it against AA ult.
Scotty got buffed against range court, so
that's
better against OD.
Nerf against melee, better against ranged, right?
Yeah, but it's still good against like Lifestealer. Just good.
And they needed some, like, it's actually kind of nice as a form of catch. How do I forget? It's amazing against Lifestealer. You really love having Scotty.
And Slark himself is queuing up the Lincolns. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, Scotty or Lincolns. Like, the problem if you don't go Lincolns is you do die like you do, but if you can kind of play off map, let the other heroes show, then you don't necessarily need that Lincolns. Interesting, I'm seeing what he decides, because I think both items have merit, but it's hard to stick on targets this game with all the 4 stabs if you don't go for that Scotty.
I think Scotty's great too, because it also increases your base int by so much. These hammers are going to hit far less hard.
We saw he still gets blown up pretty
They still
quick
hurt
by it.
They still hit hard, but less hard.
Look,
they
guys,
are smoked up. They are smoked up on Chaos.
I mean, I'm not saying you want to get hit with the hammer, but it's better than a sledgehammer, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That is true. Science.
You guys ever like try to nail something in with a hammer and actually hit your finger? Oh my goodness. Oh, it hurts. It is not a meme. It will hurt a lot. Especially if it hits
Thanks for letting us know, Grant.
You're welcome. Don't hit your fingers with
Turns
a
out,
hammer.
The people viewing Dota today will learn if you hit yourself with a hammer,
It indeed hurts.
You know what else? I also recommend not don't get any splinters.
Yeah.
That is awful. It was one thing when you were a kid and your mom would do it for you, but taking out a splinter from yourself is not fun.
It's
KP, he's like the map.
Oh, they will find one. That's going to be an arrow Matuma. Oh no, it will be a save from a VT faded. And the Lifestealer will have rage. Pops it immediately. There's going to be a Warlock Rock dropping down. Now they're just right-clicking Matuma. There will be an A blast flying over Matuma. There's going to be the drop. Now VT faded. He's just unleashing on him. Moon with that Scotty trying to do it. Kezu, he saves the stun. Moon's BKB. No, there you go. But there it is. And Matuma, he's going to get right-clicked down. Nico, baby, has so much agility right now. 11 plus that 6. Oh, the leap away.
Wait, how
Trying
did he
to
not
chase
get
Kezu.
night vision? How did he not see him?
When did he buy that blink?
He had it after the BKB.
I like, you can see the Lifestealer versus Ogre, though. That is kind of crazy. No matter how far AP is, he just got open wounded.
And
Moon
died.
is smacking Matumba Man in the face the entire time, and he's actually going up in HP. Partly to the AC plus armor, but 20% evasion has yet to be dealt with by either core on Mineski. It's the level 20 talent for Lifestealer, and it's underrated, I think, as a survivability tool.
Yep, it is a lot of EHP against regulars, 25% extra to be exact, and then you have the Bloodthorn queued up on SF. Yeah. Could be an issue.
Well, there's going to be a stun horde. They're going to look for Moon right now. There's going to be the sheep. We talked about it. Beat faded. We'll just end up blowing the shadow in and out. Ninja Boo's going to try and go away. Will they be able to find him? Nico maybe pops his BKB. Just right click after right click. Beat faded actually gets the kill on Ninja Boogie running away. But BT faded. Oh my goodness. The agility. Somebody stop him. He is so agile right now. And now he's bloodlusted. Could look for another. Oh. Kezu. Hits with the right click. Blinks away. He's styling. Don't know if he meant to. Oh, that would have canceled the TP. Doesn't quite hit though.
Dude, but look at the stacks now.
It's funny, right? You got the intelligence stacker on one side, you got the agility stacker on the other, and
then you got the strength stacker right here, baby. Let's go do some deadlifts.
all right, let's go. I can bench the bar. Almost. Actually, I can. Oh, man. No, this is... I mean, we see the OD's damage, right? You talked about it. With that Blink Sheep, you pretty much can just kill anyone on the map, almost without your ult at this point. But unfortunately, you die, and, well, Mineski's going to just go after Roche, even without Moon. Here we go. A blast. Okay. This gonna back out, right? No? Guess not.
And
Oh, they will.
you see what I mean, though, about the Midas on the Slark, BSJ?
Yeah.
Here we go.
He does scale much.
There's going to be a stun. Oh my goodness, this might be a problem. There's going to be the fourth down on the backside. Raging Tornado is actually going to try to get a solo kill on the Rubik while they're doing this. And Raging Tornado just being such a nuisance. Here comes the stun and an ulti from Kezu, though, making him all solo. But Nico, baby, pops that ultimate. Balon is the first one to go down, stealing more and more agility. 37.
He got the full HP, just open wounding and hitting KP 4 times.
Yeah, the problem with Slark now is he doesn't have the level 25 yet, so the old stacks are already fading. That 20-second nerf, honestly, is kind of impactful on the level 4 essence shift.
I see what you did there.
What I do?
Tactful.
Oh, yes.
So you think
Man,
Nico,
I'm good.
baby, 100% going, you go for this 80-second essence shift. It
It's
feels
just such
so
a big
good.
difference to have the 3 minutes of essence shift. It basically guarantees the next fight will be with opponents from the previous fight.
And you can actually have buildings if you win a team fight.
Yeah, that is true too.
There's a basher now on this Slark, so more kill
Mineski,
potential.
How much of this gold lead is just like Ogre's multicast Midases? Because Keizu's got more CS, but KP's got like 4.5k more network.
We got a pretty late Yasha and Kai right here actually from the OD. A lot of extra damage.
Like the Shivas.
Whoa, there's getting a kill. Nico, baby, double damage. I think 2 shots.
That was a lot. He had the 22 essence shift stacks plus the double damage.
Has to buy back. Is he letting the ulti rip right now? No, he's
Right
saving.
on the high ground.
Here we go, Kezu. He's He's got the life stealer ahead of him. BT faded. Oh no, the linkage. There's going to be the rock drop. They're all just sitting inside of their BT fade. He just gets to go down. Here comes the A blast, but it won't do anything. Kezu's going to try to get out of here, and will he? Looks like he might, but Matoma Man does get stunned. He will be able to hop into Kezu and make it out. No multicast there, or he might have just died.
Ags on the Rubik will be able to pick up Bloodlust. That will be incredible for both his OD and his life stealer.
Once his OD's alive.
And wait, what's that buff? Do you see that on Milan?
I'm watching this fight right now, and it looks like Kezu, he might have been a little too aggressive. They wanted to maybe surprise him. Arrow's actually going to kill. Kezu has to buy back. Raging Potato, this man is just making so much space. Go on.
The multicast buff. I don't think it actually applies to items, but maybe it.
But yeah, so I can say Rubik has multicast buff. I thought, because I was talking with Gunnar, and he told me that you couldn't multicast off.
That was
of
on
Storm
specifically Morphling.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, they nerfed Morphling, but he said that the item part of it is a built-in mechanic of the passive of the old, but the other part of it is actually in the ability.
Oh yeah, because it edits the ability.
Yeah. So like, I guess if you steal any of Ogre's abilities, you do get multicast. And I wonder if on Rubik it's like kind of bugged, or like
says
I'm wondering if his items like if he like multicast Fade Bolt or something, you know. I probably not. I have to believe that's like kind of buggy or something, like in terms of what it tells.
Grant,
you.
what do you think?
If it says it does, then it does.
It
I
does.
want to see if he multicast.
It is. Would Valve
ever have
would put a tooltip that wasn't accurate into the game?
No.
Come on,
No.
Ice Frog's a bit better than that, though.
Yes, absolutely.
My mouth is shut. Just kidding. I want to know. I'm watching him. I want to see if Fade Bolt multicast.
That's what's amazing about Dota is so much of this game is just like there's all these weird mechanics that you just
a little interaction.
you have to just know. That's what the one thing I love about Dota is you can't fake it. Like you can't like you either know it or you don't.
Yeah.
He had like
And I
a
don't know
90% chance to multicast there on Fade Bolt.
And he didn't.
So he didn't, so I have to believe.
But that was only one. I think the second cast, this is the one that matters. Oh no, he's not going to. More than likely, we will say you can't. It is just a little bug.
I mean, he will be able to multicast on the stun.
Yeah, just not his other spells. And right now, how do you're 15k ahead. How do you start a fight as Radiant? Are you just sitting behind someone and hope maybe they make a mistake, or it doesn't seem like they want to go uphill by themselves yet?
Say you're basically letting them run into you, kind of like Chaos did up this hill in the previous fight. This Mirana has Lotus Orb at Lincoln's, and I said it's like kind of the X factor that now makes OD's job actually kind of hard.
These arrows, Raging Potato, he's been on fire all game. Now he's got 3 of them every 10 seconds.
ZLT.
Yeah, he's actually so huge in this game.
And you get a stun off onto any of these cores. The angles.
Dude, it's just annoying trying to avoid 3 arrows. It really is.
I mean, it's just a punch, the equivalent of like you throw out an arrow, if you have one, you go.
Because the real difference maker in this game is the 3-4 position from Mineski. They're the ones that actually possess most of the Scold lead. The cores are even.
Look at this Ogre. We've seen it time and time again. This Ogre just gets super farmed, and you're just like, wow, I forgot about it.
And suddenly Mineski have solved the big issues with the draft that they were having, which is lack of catch, initiation, disable. Now they have Abyssals. They've got all the hexes. They're soon going to have this Bloodthorn finish on the SF. It's a much easier game for them now. Bounties too.
They are just farming up the jungle right now, making sure the Dire stays in their base. They haven't picked up the bounties yet, or probably head down here soon.
Just do it at your own convenience. The way you're like playing, there's no way in hell a Chaos Hero could ever pick those up.
Ever?
I mean, if you see them gone, you're like, wait, what? Like
our bounty room.
Yeah, how did somebody get there? It would have had to be like a Sand King like blinking through the trees 5 times or something.
Kezu is going for the Solar Crest 1,000 away. Arrow has hit him once. He to actually get out of the Sandstorm. It would hit him again. See it, Mineski. They're patient, waiting it out. OD. Going for the Shiva's next. Oh, Arrow is going to hit. That's a 5-second arrow. They might want to try to bait something out. Doesn't look like they will, though. They're just going to chill. Maybe push in bottom. There's going to be the Glyph. How fast is Moon attacking right now? Every 0.41 seconds. There's going to be another arrow. It's just so scary. You never know. One just hits on one person. It's all it takes. You know, going to move forward. They will get the stun, but the force staff out, and now there will be a glare tape. Nico Baby instantly pops his beacon. There's going to be the cheap multi-cast, and down goes the Sand King first. They throw the Fatal Bombs and the Rock. Doesn't look like they'll get many more heroes, but they will get a full set of racks. And arrows, they avoid them. There's a blink for it in Misery. Will get saved for now, and there's going to be the Bloodthorn actually going on in life. They're going to be taking so much damage. Misery is still alive. VT Beta gets bashed by Nico Baby. The agility is just stacking up right now. This is starting to not look very good for Chaos. And look at this, there's going to be a Sheep. Will they just be able to kill him out of base? He just fought back and he just died. There's going to be an Abyssal Blade, and oh my goodness, Matumbaman, he's going to go down as well. He is just getting right play time after time again. GG is going to get called. We have buyback. Doesn't look like he's able to get a Rampage Moon. Oh my goodness, he almost goes down, but the GGs have been called. And Mineski, dude, but it was a little bit scary there for about 10 to 15 minutes for Chaos. They made some plays as you wanted, right, with that Sand King Lifestealer bomb, the VT Fated Blink deck.
Allowing Miracle to finally bring down Chalice. They'll have the buybacks in, and they're looking to push forward. A quick blink away. Maybe not so lucky, but remember, he's the tanky one. Hold him in the ice pump. Doesn't have a lot of charges to go on that reactive armor, so they can bring him down. But LGD, an expensive find to take buyback on the SK as well as the Jakiro.
And their Aegis too. Without the Aegis on the Kunkka, that fight goes really...
But they're coming push.
Yep.
They want the tier 2 tower in mid, and they should easily be able to claim it. And you're right for the Jakiro, 1-point liquid fire only.
Yeah, I think this is the best way to build Jakiro in most games right now. Ice Path is a fantastic spell, and the way it scales by half a second stun and -1 second cooldown, the efficiency of it just goes up crazy. Level 1, it has 12 times as long cooldown as stun duration, and level 4, it has about 3.5. So much better.
PH really has to make a run for some of these bounty runes. They're going to spawn up in 7 seconds time, but 3 runes going the way of LGD because they've totally abandoned the bottom. Liquid is smoking it, looking for their opportunity, but LGD are not gonna play anything here. Take the 3, back up.
Oh, Lifesteal?
He did.
I thought he was going to go Nullify before that, actually. I wonder why...
Here we go, Concoct. Blink it, able to get the stun over on the Jakiro. Easy, quick kill for Miracle.
Alchemist with Bloodlust just looks so absurd.
That's a long death timer as well. About a minute for the Jakiro because he bought back in the last fight.
Yep, they're probably going to concede this tower.
They need the creep wave, the only downside.
It's coming. 10 seconds to that tower's dead.
What does LGD really care? The Nullifier is coming next from Arme. He's got it queued up. That extra space to farm up. The BKB is almost completed for Somnus. A little bit short, about 600.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And get a lot of that from just the creep wave pushing on top. And FY's got a blink dagger. So you can sit very, very far back when initiation happens.
And it's a super good way of reliably hitting Soul Catcher. He has Lens and Dagger. Very easy. Makes it easier to get that extra hero in it too. If you can get hero Soul Catcher, it's a really big difference. Gives you suddenly the potential of bursting off the 2 cores or 1 core in any protective support or whatever that's a little bit too close in the area.
Well, he just wants to get a copy of one of the Alchemist Illusions. Oh, thank you! Get in range of the wave.
Oh, do you remember when Alchemist Illusions had Grievable Greed?
I do, yeah.
That was great.
SD becomes the greatest hero web. The Moonlight Shadow. Team looking to find. Arme is the man presenting himself close, but remember, we are during nighttime phase, so the vision game is not fantastic. In fact, it's LGD who have the Observer and Sentry down, so they see the Sentry beam, so that allowed BKB from Somnus to be triggered. He just got the slight early warning system, and SK Chalice ready to go again with the blink. Burrow Strike over on 2 into the epicenter. What's he got? Kuro. That's what they've got. Didn't even need to use the epicenter. Burrow strikes off cooldown in 3 seconds time. Blink's gonna take a little longer than that, but with the Purge mind control, having a hard time getting away as Weehaw brought back to the extra spot into the macro Pyre and Ice Path. No way to escape, or does he? Timber chain up, but he's still being locked in position. Another X-Mark spot. It just keeps coming. Motorsorb, it won't care. A double kill for Ame. Another long death time of 50 seconds for the Timbersaw.
Perfect timing on the BKB arriving for Somnus. It came out on the courier, right? When they jumped him.
Yep.
So he had the ward or the vision, and it's either it's planned and it's really good, or it's just really lucky timing. But either way, you know, that's Dota. These moments happen. Good arrow, but no force.
Yeah, it's that moment. I don't know if the smoke actually broken by that point, but if the Sentry Ward didn't go down, they wouldn't have seen that. Because there was an observer and sentry on the same position. Yeah. That's what gave LGD the information, like at least clearly. Hey, racking up those points, GH, fantasy points with every single stun.
And you see,
she got 15.2 for this game so far.
Excellent. I wonder why you're checking that.
Because I love my fan.
Oh, really?
But I don't have GH in.
Oh, well, then why are you checking?
Just because maybe someone made a really bad decision to put GH.
That's pretty harsh.
Oh, it's a bad decision because Team Liquid don't play three series in a day.
I see.
Yeah, for anyone out there who is doing fantasy teams, here's the tip. Get the teams during the group stage that play 3 series in a day. In case you didn't know.
You heard it here first, guys. Here's your tip. Don't pick Liquid in your fantasy.
Man, Weehaw just lost half life walking forward. He's going to get the Lotus Orb off, but he's just being trapped down. Weehaw Timber Chain's a little bit further forward. He is still alive. Let's go. Charles, a little bit of trouble. Burrow strikes up the hill. The Ignite's going to follow him very, very deep. Weehaw, well, okay, don't test that whole living thing. He'll walk away from this as SD does buy back.
That worked out very well for Liquid this time around. But Weehaw survived. They got the kill on the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon buys back and they reset. And I don't think they really used anything except maybe Moonlight Shadow.
Yep.
Yeah. Alchemist didn't use his BKB.
Now they're going to smoke and go.
Okay.
But Chemical Rage is on cooldown for 7 more seconds. So
this is a really big moment.
This is the only downside. Like, they don't have that available. There's no BKB on Kunkka. There's no protection from Somnus. The smoke in the backline, delivery system, SK is ready to go. And he'll instantly go on top of Weehaw. Until he explodes! They'll get actually, no, they can't even get the rebuttal because FY, offensive disruption. Somnus, they can't protect him enough. Miracle, sitting right on top of him, moving his attention over towards Ame. The back under the tower, another Ice Path will connect, another double Burrow strike from Chalice. Kuro's low on life, the GH will pop up as Miracle. He looks over towards Jakiro and able to bring him down inside the tree line. Push to the tier 2 tower in mid, and it blinks again. Another disruption from FY, trying to control up Miracle, using this Radiant Sperm for his advantage. He's just taking A-Wall away from the rest of the heroes, and that allows him to go on top of mind control. Ame moves forward, Miracle does have the triple kill, but Ame is the bigger beast, bringing down Kuro. And he knows he matches up well against the Alchemist. Oh wait, he actually got double kill.
He didn't leap. He had 3 leaps. Maybe he thought he was going to be fine, or maybe he just thought he was dead no matter what. He had his stuff to try to escape that, but
it looked like it.
I thought that fight was going to unfold much better for Liquid after they got the Kunkka kill to begin with, but this long chase does end up costing 2 supports.
Bounty runes in for Liquid.
That's
while,
that's the big
is
one.
up. So hey, everything pays off now.
That is the real win there. It's the bounty rune. And yeah, what sets this whole thing up is that Kunkka doesn't have BKB ready, and I'm pretty sure that's what prompted Liquid to go for the smoke, even with Chemical Rage on cooldown for 20 seconds, like you pointed out. You gotta take advantage of these situations when they're given to you. Now it's a very quick move. And
FY tried his best. Like, that defensive disruption actually kind of messed around.
It was good, but it was late too, right? Like,
yeah, he was like a 10-15% HP.
Yeah.
But Miracle did so much damage so fast they just weren't ready for it. And also note that Miracle isn't just building himself up anymore. He's done. He's now looking towards the Aghanims upgrades.
Yeah, I think
you give it to Omni Knight, right? Letting Mind Control sit a little bit further back, or is it the double Shark for Timber?
I like the double Cockrum, but he doesn't have mana for it, actually. You can't give it to Timber.
Right, so best thing is Mind Control? Actually, Ogre? No.
I'm not sure. It kind of depends on what you're aiming for. I don't think the Mirana one is bad to give either. It's a lot of extra magic damage. Gives them better wave clear. Giving the Omni his is also fine. To be honest, GA hasn't really been the problem in the last couple of fights, in my opinion. I think he's used it pretty well. but they're still playing into Demonic Purge and soon to be a he has the Nullifier in life.
This is actually so good for LGD at the moment. This one Observer Ward, this is right on top of the Dire Shrine.
They see everything.
Sorry, the Radiant Shrine. I think LGD, like, Team Liquid unaware of it. They put their Sentry Ward too far towards the east. They thought they got rid of them all. Oh, nice arrow catch, Chalice.
God.
Hey, energy points, which you shouldn't have selected for.
GH gets another 20 arrows. He might get more than a player that plays 3 games.
I don't think it's that way. It's like everyone thinks that Alchemist gets a crap ton of fantasy points just because of the GPM, but it's not. It doesn't really count that much. It's 16.8 right now for the Alchemist. That's an okay game, but he's got 31,000 worth in 32 minutes, and it's still only giving you 80 points. And that's everything. That's including the 8 kills he's got. But anyway, let's not talk more about fantasy points.
Yeah, I know.
Just like a techie strat.
What do you do next? I'm just thinking Liquid, like the transitioning now. This is when Alchemist wants to win games. This is when he peaks and wants to finish. He's 6-slotted. He could get it maybe an Aegis and then go. Can't finish the game at this point. I'm a bit concerned for them going later that their damage is just going to be too weak. Like, the only physical damage their line really has is Alchemist, and it will not compare to Lifestealer and Kunkka later on. So maybe they have to try for a timing push soon with this Aegis and get something done.
Moonlight Shadow
set up for it with the fight here.
But LGD are ready too. They've got the XK infested up in the back lines, looking for a new target. The Observer and Sentry being planted. LGD have really good information around, at least from the rune area across. And that's what he comes in for. Jump in, grab the haste rune. Bottom creep still pushing in for LGD. Gonna be anything too, like, problematic. But it's at least gonna make the team look behind themselves.
Oh, it's gonna go.
The
ward is still there.
They're going to get the deep ward now. Observer Sentry is down. TP's coming on top of the ward. The blink bar is strike forward. Kuro, he could die so quickly. Arme, he's able to hold him in position. Miracle, Concoction will fire the challenge. He gets some push down into the lane. Ice Bar trying to create more space. But the issue is really for FY. He gets disruption over on Miracle, but Weehar's already taken the SD's life. Chalice wants to take at least somebody back, or he'll take him in with a fire strike forward. Now Arme has to go to work. Omni protected by that A on this. They still want to kill him off with the boat. He connects, and the Torrent. They just hold them in position. The GA cannot do enough work. And maybe Miracle,
so weak right now.
He doesn't have that chemical rage anymore. Pulled back into the ice. Oh, GA! He went back into it too. He's into the next target. Tipper changed himself back up, but once again the Torrent grabs him, pulled him back.
Check. 4-on-5 fight. You gotta say it, right? Like, Ogre dies. Liquid start off this fight. They start chasing out. Sand King gets the Ghost Scepter off on the Concoction, so he stays alive forever. They get to make the turnaround play with the Infest. They did kill the Shadow Demon on the way, I suppose, so it kind of was a 4-on-4, but the difference was, in order to kill the Shadow Demon, Liquid had to dive really far and get out into this open area where Kunkka and the Jakiro love to fight.
Did they buy back on 2? Oh no, GH. He has to 4-star.
He's fine.
I'm basically, he's got no more leaps.
He's got Lotus.
This is back towards Roshan. Alchemist is the only one who hasn't pulled back yet.
Honestly, I'm not sure about this Mjolnir for if it's doing enough. It doesn't deal damage to Lifestealer. Maybe it has to have something like really hard-hitting stuff.
Shadowing in. The Darkroom looks towards Roshan. Weehar's able to grab the Arcane Rune and run away. Makes Nova's Ice Path. Tipper chains through as much damage as he can, but Weehar came underneath the Sentry Ward, planted just on the edge of the Rosh pit.
Very good Harap. He's buying a lot.
The Alchemist coming back up.
It's also going to mean Sand King comes back up. They kind of respawn around the same time here, and this Infest should be... Life hits very hard and fast. He is pretty much maxed out. He will eat this Moon Shard and get an AC, I suppose, and then he's done. And you see it in the fight. 5 hits, pretty much any hero dies. You got to be really on your feet. You got to be careful. Arrow scouting out.
Miracle, go buy that Aghanim Scepter now. Actually, his surplus isn't enough. He'll sacrifice his buyback if he grabs the Aghanim Scepter at the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe just farm up the mid lane and get an easy quick down to gold. Surplus 600 now. Just needs a little bit more time. But LGD, yeah, Roshan's starting to repair himself. Guys learned first aid.
$300 more. I still feel like it's going to be really telling who he gives it to.
He has to spray. Only got one last hit in between. It's just a little unlucky. It's like, okay, I got 930 guys. Like, just a little bit more. All right, there. He's short by 7, but I think that's close enough.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Because he's his unreliable gold.
There it is.
Oh, he does it anyway?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
And it is my. Wait.
That's. Wait, Matt?
It's on Timbersaw now.
Yeah, but why does he have buyback? Let's say not enough, and then he bought it and used it, and then he has enough?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Am I being... Oh, it's because he gives it away, then his net worth falls. Then his buyback is cheaper. That's why.
Huh.
Because he passes it over, right? So you can buy it when you don't have buyback yet. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Cool, okay.
Gotta remember the buyback math.
Yeah. And yeah, the reliable, unreliable was irrelevant for the situation, but we weren't in that range. Okay, let's see. Any smoke?
Still look towards Russia. At least that dire observe ward is now gone, so Team Liquid can feel a little bit more comfortable about things. And everyone's just checking Roshan. I love what Charles is doing. He's the torrent. Connects over on Weeha. Charles, he comes up, power strike. They're looking to get Kuro at the very start. A quick force up. Is Kuro further away? But no, the time break. It's so hard, and with the boat coming in, it's really problematic. But they're underneath the shrine. Team Liquid, the regeneration combining with the GA is still not enough. A double buyback is required. And one from SK2. Somers just wants to walk this one off, but Miracle wants to kill him. And they've got him too. Mind Control actually getting the double kill, but Arme trying to go to work over on Weeha. Too much armor to work with, but the epicenter from Charles and the triple Burrow Strike, putting Liquid in a rough position. The Burrow Strike, okay, he stuns on FY. He's in the front lines, creating copies of Miracle, and actually with SD Illusions helping Arme to finish the job, but that's where you get the buyback in from the Alchemist. TP out towards the shrine. Weeha getting hit by yet another Spirit Vessel. He's protected. The Lotus Orb is up, and now GH flies the arrow forward. No one's going to get hit by that one. Splits both the creep wave as well as the 3 heroes. And Miracle, he's too far forward. The Overwind's trying to break free. The Torrent and the ship, they push him all back. Miracle stuff up, but Charles will stay with him, and they bring him down. 2 minutes on the sideline after the dive. And Arme wants more. Mind Control will TP out. Weeha, he has to intercept the creep waves or something, but we get X marked. He's going to be pulled back in once again. Charles has the Burrow Strike, but the tips change. Weeha with the TP away. No! Burrow Strike, it pulls him back in. The Lotus Orb also works against him too. With the Torrent combination, can the chain away. Weeha, he shall fall. There's enough poison on him. Without buyback, Timber is down. LGD have 5 heroes up, and this should be the game once again. LGD walk down the mid to claim the GG. Depends how hard and fast they push, but it's a 1.5-minute window. Tier 4s, I'll be the next target. Yeah, they're going to end this now.
Look at Lifestealer just mauling this. 5 seconds per tower. He's not even raging for it.
He doesn't need to. There's no real threat. The Burrow Strike comes in on Mind Control. Protected a little bit, but now Arme in for the open wounds. Mind Control will lose it, but then he gets caught in the Torrent ship combination. They forced him up, almost inside the ice path. When the Tier 4 towers are totally lost, they're doing everything they can, Liquid, to try and repel LGD, but Miracle will concede it with the GG call. FD will 2-0 the series, keeping that top position in the group stage, and Team Liquid, things are getting...
Make things happen.
Radiant team back.
Jug will just be ran away. This works for me, and it is also an infamous special.
It is the Hector classic, the casual belt of strength inventor himself. We better see it, yeah.
Belt of strength radiance.
We better see it.
I love it against Gyro too. This is another hard counter to the hero.
Sand King's kind of annoying. Such a convenient way of
You're looking at a Leshrac 5.
I think it's...
I mean, you don't have overall last pick, so maybe you're fine with the Leshrac just going middle and you last pick a 5? I don't know, because I'm pretty sure Whisper's playing this Ench and Schofield's playing the Tiny.
I mean, that's one of the reasons I like Lesh so much, is that it does seem counterintuitive to last pick a 5, but in reality, it's like you're thinking, okay, do we want Lesh here as our mid? And truthfully, even looking at the Fnatic lineup, I would potentially last pick my Lesh here just because it's so... Because I already have it doesn't mean bad. I have to now take 5.
Yeah, they didn't pick like some Nyx here. They have good setups for it. It should naturally be able to rotate the lanes, high pressure from the Enchantress.
Would be a really cool Warlock game.
10 seconds remaining.
That I liked so much. Just have this like Warlock that creates spread damage for your Wraith King, and Leshrac, I love it.
I like AA.
Yeah, I love AA against Gyro. Always have. Really nice.
Got a lot of kill combos. They got a minute left. See how long they want to take here. They do get to decide the ban into the pick, and they got to think. You got to think, tell me which of the cheese heroes look good, or do Husker or Meepo look good here for Fnatic?
Meepo seems kind of scary.
That's what I was thinking. Do what?
Ranger at your service.
Okay, I'm like, I feel like
Are you Meepo?
Based on my understanding of Dota, like in terms of Meepo, I don't understand him that well, but I feel like this is a pretty damn good Meepo.
Are they busting it out? See?
Yeah, it's like annoying in a sense. Again, like in theory, you know, you think about it, Leshrac has a ton of AoE. He's good against Meepo, but the Meepo split the Edict. They have bonus magic resist, and unfortunately, just too slow. Heroes like Sven, Wyvern, they have burst AoE. Lesh not quite the same.
I don't think Meepo has. I'm not sure, honestly.
You want to check for me?
Check.
Because they might have removed it. I feel like that's one of those things. Because I've never played Meepo, and
never.
Yeah,
Not
he has,
one
he has
random
the standard
game.
25%. I wasn't sure. It was either.
yeah, it used to be 35.
Yeah. Either way, though, like you have the sustain now, so a lot of AOE over time damage is just not very potent against Meepo because he's like hitting you with all of his Meepos.
Who is it? Invoker. So the other one, the Orbit Invoker, known pretty much by everyone. He has been around for a bit and
very annoying for heroes like Wraith King who want to walk around in fights. Invoker is definitely the most annoying hero to play heroes that like to walk around.
Whoa! They're switching it up. Chris Luck Tiny. That's a middle Tiny.
Okay.
Support Ench? Oh, good.
I think it's support. I love core. So is Tiny that much better against Invoker than Windranger, where this is like what you need to do? Or were they planning to do this the whole time? I'm not sure.
I legitimately.
And it's Stinger. It's a 5-inch.
5-position inch.
I don't even like when No Tail and stuff plays it. I don't like
it's
it.
It's a 5-position ogre.
What do you think, Kyle?
Sorry, but quick sidebar.
Yes.
The gyro set reminds me of battleships on the original client. Right? You remember that game?
Yes. Traders off, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. I don't know why it was fun, but it was so much fun.
Dota with boats, pretty much. That's what it kind of felt like.
Yeah.
Wow, we've got, so it is going to be the Whisper Leshrac. It is a core Leshrac, which that's the thing. Enchantress and Lesh, I always just like more when they're core, but you got to give one, you got to take one here. Schofield on the 4, Windranger. This changes up a lot.
Yep.
I'm trying to think what these lanes are going to be like now.
I have no idea, and I'm concerned about support Ench. So it's this traditional floater hero that, like, okay, can be core. Oh, if you counter it, it's a support. The problem is Ench is one of those heroes where by making it in games, it's hard to play core Ench, aka lots of stuns, lots of bursts, lots of magic damage. It's even hard to play support because you're like 600 HP, and you just die. You just die
very quickly. Especially
it's a little strange.
Ogre hits you with 1 stun, you're probably dead the game every single time on this end.
And Ogre is also an offlaner that, like, what 5-position Enchantress does. He has Jillian health regen, 8 armor. Sin?
I was just seeing, I was hoping it was going to show how many Chris Luck has on time. Didn't give it to us. Let's see. Infamous vs. Fnatic. This is the last series of the day on this stream. It's going to be the South Americans on Infamous versus the East Asians over in Fnatic. And We got a tip already coming
Did
out.
I hear
All right, so after all this, we're letting it settle down right now. Who are you facing right now in this game?
I think I gotta lean Fnatic, but I'm hoping Infamous just perform. They've been on fire this tournament.
Especially today.
Yeah.
Just feels good to have one good day sometimes.
Like they took a game off of Vici. They took the only game off of Vici. Yeah.
It looked like they should have honestly 2-0 Navi as well,
Yeah.
but they lost a mega creep into throne game, so.
This is kind of like an OGS draft on Infamous in terms of like a lot of the heroes are kind of be playing in different roles than they're playing, and it's a little
30
like
seconds
that
to
unpredictability factor. I'm not 100% sure how these heroes, like how they operate in as a unit with these different roles, and like that unknown factor to me. Unpredictability is a little bit, like I like that in a team like Infamous. That's a lot about the SA region, the way they play. So I personally favor the Fnatic draft, but I have very much faith in the fact that Infamous kind of run this untraditional lineup.
Oakfield is going to eat a decent amount of damage. When power shot first, so many right clicks over and over. I don't know about trading here.
That was really, I feel like
Yeah, now,
Win
I mean, you just get
good.
bloodlust first, so you can't just stun.
I meant the support over. I'm talking about it as an off lane. I thought it was going to be played against the Enchanter support matchup, but I guess they're okay if they
Can't
want.
do that.
Really?
Yeah, because he just takes it off.
Oh yeah, he does just purge the. I didn't even think of that.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Don't worry, buddy. That's why we were 3.
Uh-oh. I think Fnatic forgot. They've been changing. Have you noticed they've been changing the logos to taunt the enemy team, but they still have the NIP logo from earlier.
Come on, DJ,
Come on.
step.
They get your flame game on point. So it will be this Enchantress position 5 support going to be paired up here with Hector on the Wraith King. Look at this, they're already doing a ton of damage against Ice. He does have stun first. He might have to use it to get out. That is a lot of damage being done. It's going to be scary. They are pushing the lane in. Denies are going to come out, and that does mean middle. We should pay attention. Abed versus Chris Luck. Tiny versus Invoker, and right now it's 1-3 versus 1-2, so pretty even. A lot of burst damage. He is going X-Sword, by the way.
Oh, only the 1 point, though.
Okay.
No matter what, I think people are always getting that 1 point X-Sword just for the laning phase early on. Because then they nerf his base damage. Or no, it was the other way around.
Yeah, they actually buffed it. So you have more without the extra.
Okay. Yeah.
Either way, like I think you only go that 1 point. You're gonna go max X-Sword, right?
I've seen it in the Crosswex anyway. I just... We'll see, but it looks like it'll just be
It's
the
always
standard
nice, right, to have
QE.
Sunstrike
You have
for the
Sand
range.
King Mirana. I feel like it's very nice to have like very easy.
I agree.
Isn't it usually pretty nice just to get the range creep as well in your lane? Ice. He's right clicking back. Stinger is level 2. He doesn't mind just trading right now. Both of them getting right click pretty hard. There's going to be a stun. DJ is in a little bit of trouble. They have arrow first. Be okay. Back up. They're harassing that top lane. Neither one of them wants to
They
back
are
down.
crushing top, and really, they're winning every lane.
Yeah, you see it. The CS right now, all 3 are red, are for the Dire. Stinger going right now. He's looking for a creep.
What they did level 1 on Infamous was really good. Heal and then just hit him a bunch. That
as they push the lane.
Yeah, that establishment of like the dominance in lane makes it so balls this quick.
And now look,
13
he gets the Satyr creep as well for some more HP regen. Let's see, look at the nukes. Oh my. Just has to leap away. Wow, this top lane, Ice for like, what is happening? This is not going too well. Middle, Chris Luck. Currently 13-8 versus the 7-4 of Invoker, and let's see what he does have. It is 2 points in X-Sword.
He is rolling on the Tiny. I like it. Is this a boxy Tiny? That tree is gigantic. I mean, it's not even a tree.
A tree sword. A sword carved of a tree.
Exactly.
An old Weep Wampin' Willow.
I know what you're going.
Gyro. 11-1. We're actually going to have a TP on, and we have a quick rotation. It's going to be Mirana, level 2.
Oh,
He
mid,
might just get solo killed.
Mid.
Yeah, he is. Oh, nope. He
Jukes
this.
this, man.
Now, they're both super low right now. Abed getting close, and look at this DJ. He's just hiding here. He's like, yo, I TP down here. I'm going to wait for this rotation. I need to hit a stun. We need to get a kill. Pull the lane back. It is double stack.
Time Chris get taunted into immediately missing a CS.
Yeah,
If anyone ever does that, I'm just It's funny.
Priorities. It's all priority.
Oh, we're going, I think. We're gonna see him actually try to die. They don't know DJ. There's gonna be stun. Schofield will finally get arrow. Flag cannon's going up. Will it be enough to get the kill? Sure will. Jabs picks it up. DJ, he waited a little bit for it, but much worth it. Getting your carry that first blood. Double crown picked up on Lush. This guy's pretty survivable.
Lots.
There's a leap away, actually going for this rune. DJ has the bottle we've been seeing as more and more, and uh-oh, Chris Luck doesn't need to be careful.
Another juke.
Uh-oh, now
Is he dead?
he's getting trapped in right here. Look at, he has to try to dodge Abed here. There's gonna be the Sunstrike, and yeah, he's gonna just die here. Does juke the Sunstrike?
That was a level 5 Tiny to level 4 Invoker, so that's a pretty big deal that he dies there. Also gives him like a free wave of denies on Abed.
It's good. Oh, and Jabs, look at this, has to just be out. Goes right back to his tier 1 though, and hey, guess what? I didn't miss anything.
Bottle charge. That pretty much just like completely reset this lane in favor of.
See, bounty runes are going to be spawning, and it looks like there's 3 heroes bottom still from Radiant. This is scary. Schofield, if he just gets arrowed one time, he's going to go down. Looks like it should be rune exchange top lane. There's actually going to be a stun onto the high ground, but guess what? They place a ward up there. He's just going to try to TP, and he will make it. That was a crit attack.
But someone's going to come up top, though. There's going to be 2 waves coming to the tower.
It's like, who will it be? DJ doesn't even have a TP right now. Needs
so
to
much
get
XP
over.
just dying.
It hurts.
Watch this. We'll watch the creeps die. No one around. That is a lot. Looks like he'll make it back for the range creeps, though, so, you know, it could be worse. Here, still trying to find Serum. Clear that one out. Stun will go out middle. Same with the toss. Doesn't even care about his own siege.
Yeah. And then 1 kill is so big, too, because Invoker gets way stronger the laning phase once he's 5, 6, 7. More points X swords. Suddenly you're starting to CS against the Tiny equal in damage. It's way easier.
So when do you want to see... Well, we're going to see a rotation right now. DJ, Dubu, both moving middle.
Hey,
once again.
Marana, let's do it.
Ogre Marana. Last game, if you missed, it's a lot of kills. There's going to be Rocket X playing Schofield. I have a feeling you might just die here. Arrow, Rocket, 3 stuns. That's a guaranteed kill.
That was a pretty strong call there.
Thank you. So is he going A to
top lane? Just got busted on the SK. Sorry.
He's gonna go down.
Time for breaks here, and looks like he's gonna be fine because he literally just does too much damage with the sandstorm to take the back off. What were you saying, Grant?
I forget. But middle lane looks like they're still just trying to push this tower. They actually go for the Tiny, but Schofield just dying. We'll be back here to back up a teammate. Flies away. That is it, right? It's a Force Spear.
That's a big ass catapult, by the way. Did a lot of damage with the Bloodlust plus Alacrity.
It is. They just want to push this middle wave, and they want to create space. Top lane, guess what? EJ, he's been moving around this entire game. It's 3-0. Infamous does have the gold lead, but to be careful, Hector's still not level 6. Doesn't even have the mana anyways. No stick charges.
You just like chain pull on accident? That was it. Are both gonna shrine, gonna have the mana.
One stab it, and look at this. He's like, wait a minute, I can't miss all of this. Gotta be careful. He actually skills the ulti immediately. He's not even thinking about saying, Eyesight actually whips the stun. There will be one coming out from Dubu though, but Hector, he just wants the last hit under this tower. And look at this, they're tanking up for this siege creep. Siege creep hit again, but will stay alive. Hector pulls the creeps off that tower, so we'll do some damage, not all that much, but enough.
Meanwhile, Whisper with the maxed edict or 3 points into it at level 5s.
Trading, look at those towers, just taking damage.
It's so much damage on.
It is one more edict, right? And this tower's going down, no
And
glyph.
he knows the glyph is down.
Okay, middle lane. Once again, it's the Ogre and the Marana roaming around. Chris like has to know something's
bottom.
Shackle into the split earth. They're just trying to get a lot of damage on him, forcing it such that he can get the tower. Yeah. And
If he was
Jabs did a
6,
good
that
job
would have
there.
been a kill as well.
Yeah, Jabs did a good job there of like instantly black cannoning the wave, knowing that that's what they're trying to do. So he's trying. He knows it's his job to prevent that. And I'd say both teams playing it properly in the.
Infamous with a lot of discipline here. They're playing with a ton of thinking.
Oh, that That didn't hit. I've seen some crazier shackles hit, and there's the sun coming out as well. Whisper's in launch home, but it actually gets double teamed by Schofield. It won't matter. Whisper looks to go down. Nice leap away, just barely dodging that stun, but barely is good enough. Stinger has 10 stick charges plus the heal, still healing him up. No points in untouchable. They're actually looking around. Schofield's over here as well. Darkfall only hits once. Chris Luck, yo, what up? Done will miss. There's going to be a shackle now. Murano will get tossed into the air, and it will be enough to get the kill. Their first kill on Infamous in this tower. Will it stay alive? We'll see. There's a lot of
bring heroes here. Whisper TP back in.
Jabs is gone, Dubu's gone. They're like, yeah, we're out of here. Meanwhile, top lane, pardon me, there's a pretty big scroll out going, and there's an Invoker Minus 30 coming. They are going to all shrine up here.
I think Invoker.
Goodbye, Stinger.
And he just got a Midas, and now he gets a free kill. I feel like Abed's gonna kill. Based on what I'm seeing.
At what point? Is it just like a 6-slot Invoker,
yeah,
or what do you
it's
need?
like 4 slots, right? To get like Midas, Ags, whatever makes it easy. They just don't have any late game natural.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They just have to play way quicker.
Yeah, heroes like Wraith King are super annoying.
Dire
And that's the thing that's missing from the Infamous lineup, though, is team fight. It's once again one of those lineups with a ton of stuns, a lot of single target. Sure, you can find kills and rotate around the map, but once you hit that critical part of the game, you know, 25, 30 minutes when everyone's grouping up to take objectives, you start to fall apart against the massive AoE combos Fnatic.
Dire structures are fortified.
And that Ags almost 30 has the point booster. Meanwhile, top, with Hector going to the jungle, it does mean Ice is a little more free to just sit up here. Tranquil Boots earn on this Sand King. Definitely looking to be a little more active. That Hector is just farming here. Phase Boots, Hand of Mice. Guess what? He's not even going the casual belt strength here. We have a middle lane. We are converging. There's going to be a stun. It will be the first one on Stinger. We'll get the heal off. There's going to be a Sunstrike. Will anyone run into it? No. Stinger barely survives that tower. Dude, the Bloodlust the tower is a beast. And they're turning it around. Oh no. Here we go. Chris Luck. Yo, they find the Ogre. Will it be enough to get the kill? Yep. Tanky hero, but not tanky enough. And now, guess what? You got that Edict. They actually used the glyph for the tier 2 down bottom. So this will be a free tier 1. Oh, we'll take it as well. Double Bracer going into that Atos. He's pretty tanky for the early game.
Yeah, I like this build on Lesh. The stuns plus strike that you just...
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ice, the stun into the Sunstrike. Whisper actually thought, maybe he thought it was coming, but he couldn't quite tank it with. They have a Sentry Warden.
Nice.
I'm not sure. He's like, hey, does he see me? I don't know, and he'll just go down.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter if he sees you or not. The Edict follows you anyway. So he does have a Blade Mail potentially queued up on Hector. But he's like debating whether or not he needs this like mid-game part. They've taken 2 towers already. Side of Infamous.
Literally in my head, I was just thinking and about to say, oh wow, 104 last hits on Wraith King, because that would have prompted Grant to do what he just did, which was switch us.
No, I heard you doing it already. I knew. I was like, oh god, I know what Kyle's about to say. I didn't have to admit that, but I will.
Well, we saw it at the same time. You might have even beaten me because you acted before I did.
This feels like a pretty nice timing. Tiny. He has a double damage, and oh wait, I thought he had a blink. Crazy.
It's on Courier. They are smoke.
Okay, here we go.
On the Ogre.
Do they have protection? That's the question. DJ actually picks the tower.
Schofield. That's all they have.
Sit down, so they see Dubu. See Jabs as well. Sentry will.
Dire structures are fortified.
Continue farm. Where is the Tiny with the blimp? Right here with double damage as well.
This is like a big movement by Infamous. Basically nothing. And what I mean by basically nothing is you have a Gyro pushing out mid, a Sand King farming bottom for his blade. Meanwhile, you have 5 Infamous.
Oh, and DJ, he gets stunned. Nicely done by Whisper. And guess what? That shackled it. All right, I've definitely seen worse shackles hit once again. And DJ, oh my goodness, he's actually hopping in here.
The stuns broke the trees behind.
Hello.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The shackle didn't hit.
There will be kill on DJ, finally getting rid of the annoying pest. We've seen Miranas be so annoying. These 4 Miranas just pushing it down lanes. And now they will try to bring down this tower. They do double damage Tiny. They have a glyph.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Dude, or anyone want to take this fight? Doesn't look like it.
This is so infamous, though, right? Isn't this how they always play Hector on one side of the map, the other?
Under attack.
Nope.
And I think that's fine. Like, I think if you playstyle, they seem to do it really well.
We'll finally get this tower up. Ice actually gets the tower bottom. Chris Luck gets the tower top.
It's not really netting them an advantage, right? They have all these towers. It doesn't matter because they're lose tower bottom. The guy says Ice is conveniently farmed his blink.
Something's going on. There's going to be a Sunstrike with the multicast. He's going to die. He will get arrowed. The heal. Well, the Wisp will just sit around here, but fortunately Stinger goes down.
How much magic damage? It's only a level 1 arrow. That buff to the arrow seems...
And what's that buff?
The extra 30 piece. So now it hits for 5-second arrow level. Like that arrow did so much.
Spur looks like he does have the Atos. This chicken's been in use all game by everyone. So when does Hector want to meet up? Is it the Radiance?
It's the Radiance. He does have the relic already. Be a they are looking for Marana again.
Yep.
Jack throwing out does land. There's the trees for the vision. Nice.
Has an Atos as well. Doesn't throw it out. Wait, no, he doesn't have the Atos. The chicken's flying up right now. There's going to be an ult from the gyro, and man, they were ready for that one.
So I've been talking about how much Infinite was 5-manning. They have a level 7 off to Ice who's level 2. And they also have, look at the net worth on the...
The prize is mine.
4,300 versus 2,500. Pretty big difference.
That's what happens when you're 5 minutes. They have their net worth on this race.
And there's just an easy kill on the chain. Here comes the arrow. Nope. Creep actually tanks it up, and Stinger somehow makes it out. Goes for Sunstrike. He's actually sitting there. Nice. He's going to blink forward. He's looking for Stinger. Will he finally find it? He's actually going to turn on Chris Luck. They can't kill Stinger. There's going to be a power shot. Shack flashes it to a tree. Look at this. This EMP is going to take everyone's mana away up here. Chris Luck throws a tree. They get the kill on Ice. They're going to try to turn it around. Now the Tiny will go down. Ogre taking a lot of damage. Who cares? He's an Ogre. Gofield to try to run away, and looks like everyone makes it out. Oh, looked like it might have leached together DJ and Dubu, but it won't. That's where he's tanking it up. Has the Atos.
Wraith King is about ready to be a hero in this game. Does finally have the Radiance.
Only 6 minutes in as well.
Super early Radiance.
And if there's a...
We're going to see Tornado coming out. Here comes the stun strike as well. Whisper, he gets absolutely destroyed. And Abed, level 13, maxed out X-Sword. He's doing some damage.
How much are those Sunstrikes? Aren't they like 600 damage almost?
I think it's... We'll see it when it comes back up. I think it's about 4.
Okay, so you have this Radiance now. As we...
535.
So what do you do with this Wraith King? Do you just straight up 5-man, or what are you supposed to do now that he has his item?
It's a shame that they had that death on Whisper before the Radiance was up because they weren't ready to get involved. I wouldn't mind a Blink Dagger personally. Now, you already have one on the Tiny, I suppose.
He did queue up the blade now.
Yeah.
Can I just say that this Leshrac being a core is actually going to so long because he went for... In team fight, you get cold snap, you're actually just dead on Leshrac. You're actually just dead. Until you have this beak. And in the rest of the game, when you're trying to farm, they have so many disables plus Sunstrike. He has to play with this team like this.
This was actually a really good game. I don't even mind double racer, but I think it was an arcane double racer in mech later on game.
Yeah.
Greaves is so good.
Play a little more aggressive when you hear a smoke, yeah. Looks like the Dyers is going to wear out pretty soon here. They have a ward on top of a ward. So they're going to see when this smoke wears out. They'll know they were just smoked the whole time. Yep, there's the ping.
Teams are smoking to they're pushing the opponent's off lane.
There goes
Sable onto this 5 position of Enchantress.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean about the whole Ench in a bad game for Ench is just as a support, you go from food to fine dining.
Dyer's top tower.
How about instead of being served on a plate, you've done a
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
More of a kebab, I think.
kebab.
Kebabs are great.
They have.
I feel like a lot of were you a picky eater when you were a kid?
I was not.
Ooh, Sunstrike coming out. Wind Ranger. He'll survive for now. It's just kidding.
He actually just died like 0, just like casually throwing out nukes.
Fnatic's definitely not picky. They'll kill anybody that shows.
Well, Hector, he's level 15, just farming up, has that blade mill as well. They want to. Their last smoke, pretty unsuccessful. They get the tier 2 bottom, but I'm sure they want to take a fight. They know this, as you said, BSJ, this Invoker probably is the end-all be-all of the game. There will be a ton again from Ice. It's a Whisper, and you guys talked about it. You get cold snap, you're probably gonna die. He will get tossed back. Chris Luck actually saving him.
I think that actually kills him. That kills him if it lands.
Oh, top lane, by the way. DJ trying to run Hector. He just run down the lane here. As the Midas uses it.
Dude, more important than the item choice, Whisper is level 8.
That's what I said, yeah. That's because he's been 5-manning, and because of the items I talked about, he can't play the map.
Yeah.
Like, he actually has to sit with his
the
team.
dream would be less just playing bottom for the next, for the past 5 minutes. The towers are already dead. He could just run through the lane into the farm.
Notice how Sand King's playing the game. That's how we wish the Leshrac would.
By the way, the Mirana does have an Axe now.
Wow.
We've seen these 4-position Miranas. They get these Axe quick. Seems like they do always get space. Their teams play well around them. There's going to be a Shackle coming out. They bring down Ice immediately, and they're going to run up. Hector's level 17. This dude is very scary. But guess what? An EMP will be there. Arrow's there. He does not have his ulti. Let's get his wand up. He does get his wand off, though. So we'll have that full. Jazz gets to get a KB run in there. Blade Mill does actually get popped. Jazz doing a little bit of damage, but Stinger will get brought down. Jazz doing so much damage. Not enough crits, though. They make it out, but tier 2 tower might just go down now.
And we, honestly, who cares about Whisper at this point? Look at the net worth on Hector, man.
Yeah, beast mode, man.
4.5k ahead of the game.
And look at that. That's even though Whisper, like, you win a fight like that, he's only level 9, but he's got the edict. He's melting the tower still. Yeah.
This is the original Wraith King.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Oh, he is going BKB next. You guys like it?
Yep. Has to be. He is the strongest hero on his team in the game as of now, and it will not always be like that. You have to issue power spike that you have, and if he doesn't have BKB, kind of makes it so he's ignorable and the rest of his team is killable. But by becoming this like meat shield threat, he actually enables his team to play the.
You're playing against Invoker with Axe. You need a BKB if you want to deal damage. It's not about staying alive. You get Tornado, you get Cold Snap, Ice Path. Yeah, it's like it's impossible to stick on targets.
Like, you're making the rest of your team die because you're gonna get ignored.
Yeah.
So, we'll have
It's a 2k lead right now for Infamous. Who's got the Roche threat right now? Is it just either team if they win a fight? Doesn't feel like either team can really just straight up go into it.
I mean, assuming the other team can't contest, both teams have like the damage. You have Alacrity plus Bloodlust on one side, and you have Wraith King on the other. But both teams have like pretty solid poke. You have the Wind Ranger Shackle Shot, and you have like Wraith King who honestly just walk into the pit. Meanwhile, you have Invoker on the other side.
Oh, there it is. Oh, they see him though. Sentry Ward is there. Dubu and Jabs are scouted out. They don't know who else is here. Look at that. Hector will get aired, but he has that realty. They're going to go on Chris Luck. They didn't expect them all to be here. They throw out the stun. There's going to be a BKB toss. Oh my, the 8-16 crit on the backside. Jabs, he does have his BKB. He needs to be careful. He might want to just TP out of here. He's going for it, and yep, we'll make it. We'll chase for it. Doesn't look like it. And this is the scary part, right? This Wraith King, if he's on top of you, you're probably dead.
He's so harmed. He's approaching 6,000 gold ahead of the game.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah. The silver lining is 6 slotted.
Wraith King is one of the carries that can't do this and lose.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Done it.
Yeah, I've done it. That's even more important. I've done it. Like, the fact is, Wraith King as a hero is only really as strong as his team as the game moves on.
Oh, they're going for this tower right now. And it gets brought down so quickly. Whisper picks it up, getting closer. Still about 1,300 away from his own BKB.
Cleared all the tier 2s. Fnatic yet to claim a single one. And only a 2k gold lead side of Infamous. It's tough now because, like, what's your next objective, right? I guess you want to get into Roche, but fighting into the pit is so hard against Invoker.
Pretty much feels like that. This Invoker is, as long as he's alive, their base is defended and Roche is defended. Gofield needs to be a little bit careful now. Abed's like, I'm not risking it. You never know.
Salamene smiles upon
Going for a 4-step on Wind Ranger. Not even a casual javelin.
Yeah,
He is very underfarmed.
He doesn't have his ult. He just his power shot shackle. He even took the shackle shot cooldown at level 10.
Tower is under attack.
And he has the BKB queued up on Tiny. He's not going to be very like Tiny as a core honestly falls off pretty hard.
Yeah.
Like even with the Axe build nowadays, like he's not even going for it. But like if you compare Tiny mid to like an Invoker mid as the game scales, as they scale into the late game, it isn't even close.
Invoker still.
Boots of travel, going for the BKB. Once he gets BKB, it should be pretty easy for him to play fights. But as of now, he's actually under pretty huge threat to just like a single stun plus Wraith King hitting you.
Definitely help Dubu down. I'm not sure how much Dubu can help Abed if he gets ganked.
He's literally a gank tank. Look at his positioning. Like he's not sitting behind him, right? He's sitting in between where Infamous would come from to get to him, which is cool. Like if you're not a hero that can actually save him, why not just stand in front of him? Break smokes, all that kind of stuff.
Nothing crazy going on. Do you think Infamous should be playing a little more aggressive, or can they really?
As of now, as of yet, like I think they're waiting for this AC, and I think they're also waiting for the level 20 on Wraith King, but they've got it already. They are smoked. Like they do need to get stuff done.
That's what I mean. It feels like you gotta start doing it right now.
Yeah, this game only gets harder.
Invis versus the Light Shadow. There will be a stun forward. It's going to be for this is your Leshrac. That's your tower pusher. Instantly goes down. Now they're going to chase for more. Schofield. Oh, nice. Healed by Nice dodging the shackle shot. Stinger going to be the next one to fall here. Jab. Trying to hide. Don't do enough without Rocket Barrage. Finally gets the kill. Tornado. Ooh, barely misses Chris Luck, but with the Ignite there, I think they can chase it down, and they sure as hell can. See you later. Top is getting pushed in by some skeletons.
I'm telling you, this is like this perfect, like picture perfect game to be this far ahead on Wraith King and lose. Because you have a 5-position Enchantress, who as a hero in the game is like pretty much nothing at this stage. And then you have a Tiny mid, one of the worst scaling mids in the entire game. You have a Wind Ranger that doesn't have ult. And you have a Leshrac who just dies until BKB. And even then he's like,
the physical strong enough that you won't really know who went to fights.
They can just focus the entire Wraith King's team very quickly with ignoring him. Like, Wraith King's not a hero that's just going to kill everybody in a short period of time. So I'm just saying that despite having a slight lead and having this Wraith King that is massive, I am heavily favoring Fnatic's ability to win this game as it goes forward.
Yeah, Fnatic right now, they really want this win. In fact, they want the whole series because currently they are tied up in points with both EG and Virtus Pro to obtain that last spot in the upper bracket.
The VP now.
It's VP.
Okay. And then, yeah. And
but they have one series less played, so they could get a nice edge on those favorites.
Even just one win here. You definitely want two, obviously, but sure to secure. And they look to be, it is a 1K lead for Infamous, but as you said, this Invoker just getting stronger and stronger. As the BKB gets that Octarine, all of a sudden you're pumping out a massive amount of spells 24/7.
I just envision when I'm like this rich as a carry, like how do I lose games? And this is like the rest of the team, the way it looks in terms of the hero comp and
Like, look, they're
net
sitting
worth.
together right now, even.
Like, you just don't have any, like, you are this big because no one else on your team can actually do, like, hitting creeps. Like, nobody else can actually do it. So, like, on the other side, the reason why, like, you'd much rather in competitive have 3 evenly net worth heroes add up to 1 big hero. Like, in this case, like, if you're down by 10K, it's one thing, but you're even almost in net worths
Get ready.
when you have 1 hero to switch.
Chris Luck, he blinks in, and he's just gonna get stunned out. He might just die here. Okay. Skeleton being down the tower again, but it might not matter. There's gonna be a stun port for my side elsewhere. Like, it sounds like there is a stun. It's gonna be Hector, but guess what? PSG, I think you know any of those melee carry heroes. Running into an ice wall is never fun. You don't think counter, they will try to turn around. Whisper does it as BKB is the move forward for Dubu. This is high position Ogre, but they do get the kill on the backside. It will be a stun, but guess what? You can flip out of it. Throws the tree, hit him. Tower, it did end up going down to the skeletons. These skeletons are putting in some work.
Wow. What?
Yeah, he just summoned them and ice, TP'd away. They're going into Roche, okay. Let's see what can happen. Here comes the Sunstrike. They are just going for right now. This is scary. Ice, Blink plus ulti Stinger. He eats the arrow. There's gonna stun him. He already got the heal off. Unfortunately, won't heal enough. Glimmer Cape won't be there. Doesn't have the buyback. Dubu will be alive in 5 seconds. They had to back out. Is this just gonna be a stolen Roshan right here? quite yet. He doesn't need mana for his ulti, so Hector is still reasonably healthy.
He's going Silver Edge on Wraith King. I saw him do it on Lifestealer earlier. Is this like his ideal late game item? Like, is this what he likes? It's interesting.
I mean, he's done it for like the last minors, and I don't know. I asked him and he just laughed. I actually asked him like, Hector, why do you go that? It was at, I think, at the Dota Pit minor. He just started laughing, so I have no clue what that means. What?
The damage reduction versus
It doesn't work anymore. He doesn't damage.
I'm testing.
Here we go. Big fight. Bro actually ends up hitting the Lash Strike, taking 4 position. We're on it. Whisper's gonna end up going down. The Blade Mill, guess what? You're just tornado in the air. BKB will finally get popped. He's gonna try to right click onto Jab. Will he do enough damage? Not quite yet. Stun is gonna fly. He's doing a little bit of damage. Jab's actually pretty careful. He can't. He goes down. And now the impetuses are flying. DJ goes down. And if you fight into Hector, he's gonna be completely okay with that. And what a shackle shot by Schofield is enough to bring down. There's gonna be one crit. Do they even need another one? No, Hector gets the kill. It's Dubu goes down as well. This is gonna be a Roche.
Yeah, Hector against the world, boys.
Hector tips Chris Luck. I guess he just tanked the king. He looks like on Tiny. Here we go. They go right into Roche. Abed doesn't want to commit the buybacks for this. Yeah. That's what BK was that on Gyro, by the way. That was 7 seconds.
Who takes Aegis? You don't give it to Wraith King.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Whisper? I mean, it has to be left.
Yeah, okay, you give it away. I didn't realize he was alive again. I like saw the 3 heroes in the pit. I'm like, who do you?
Well, even when I'm like, do you? He has 2 items, but
yeah.
No, he's your
to.
base siege though. Yeah, you can actually stand there with your Diabolic Edict, and even when you're dead, it's still going.
Well, guess what?
Silver Edge Wraith King.
Interesting. He is
Can you
sold as Midas.
What?
It gives 45 damage, 45 attack speed, and 300 health, effectively.
Does it break? It doesn't break anything. Does it?
No, there's nothing to break. Does break Caustic Finale.
Doesn't break like the Invoker orbs, right?
No, it doesn't.
Just mobility, I suppose. He doesn't have a Blink Dagger.
It's just one of the things he always buys. Who knows why?
He bought it on Lifestealer. I saw it in his earlier game today.
It makes sense though. You can get right up on top of the hero, open with an attack into the stun.
Oh, and guess what? He's going in. Silver Edge, but guess what? DJ's already gone.
I feel like it's such like a pub win the game by yourself type of item. So it's like interesting to me. I don't think it's like a terrible item. I just laugh because it's like this is the pub situation, right? Like earlier we talked about you're playing your 4K party with OG where you just have a Wisp winner. In this case, you are the only net worth on your team.
I think that you need some sort of mobility item, and at this point you're so farmed, it can't be a blank. So.
Well, Hector, he doesn't really give much of a care here.
Care 0, Grant.
He doesn't actually tank for the siege, and I'm surprised. I think he might. Bloodlust are going to be fine. Look, they're just long-range sieging down this Wraith King. Arrow.
They can't end this game,
Arrow.
man. I don't know. I can't imagine unless they actually walk out of base on Fnatic and fight them, how in the game on Infamous side. Like, yeah, they have a Leshrac, but they have so much just long-range, as Kyle would say, poke.
The LRC, my friend.
Yes, the cannons.
They do get the shrine because of that. Elton's just killing top tier 3, but top lane, Hector just TP's up, and I mean, what do you just get like a moon shard and a refresher, right?
Yeah, Ags. Yep. That's the play. You eventually get a refresher on Ash.
And no, Hector TP top. They saw him, but Schofield won't get the shackle up. BKB pop by Abed, but Abed not really doing that much. Ice actually going to be the first one to go down here. It looks like he will. He has a gem on the ground. Dubu, he's taking a lot of damage as well. Whisper, he has the Aegis. He wants to go off. Prince Lock on the backside. Tiny versus Ice Wall. Not a fun one. But they're just going to have to get out. Sand King bought back, and they're chasing for more. Whisper, he has an Atos at 2. Hector's here as well. Jeb's going to get stunned up. He's going to go down. Guess what, Kyle? They fought inside of the base. Dubu's going to die as well. That's the gem. Oh, they see it right. Nice.
Slick.
Play right there.
As I said, Hector's going to carry this game.
You see the Shadow Blade?
Dude, it's actually been owning. I'm just saying he does it every game. So it's like, I don't feel like it's this game specific type thing. He literally just thinks it's the best way to carry it from like Lifestealer or Radiant.
I'm gonna ask him again. If he just laughs, I'm just gonna laugh super hard. Here we go. Arrow's gonna play. It is gonna be a Whisper. He didn't get his shackle. He opportunity to, but the shackle does hit on 2 of them. He has to use his BKB. Will go down to the EMP. Hector He's gonna be a little trouble, but all of them get stunned because that level 25 count. Hector gonna try to get out. He does have his BKB. Press play on the backside does do a stun toss. Jazz is just gonna go down. No, the Glimmer can't here, but guess what? Stinger on the position 5 and 10. Still coming out a ton of damage. They get the tiny now. Schofield and Hector chilling for now. They have to back out. Bloodlusted tower. This boy is a beast.
But they used Ford already.
They did, and guess what? Jazz is gone. Ice is gone. That's 2 diebacks, my friend.
Hector's gonna have ult again. He's almost doubling the net worth of the next person in the game.
And that's it. Abed Vogue. That is nothing to sneeze at, my friend. I love it. He just heads bottom. He's like, Whisper, you finished that one off. And man, Hector specifically, what a beast.
Yeah, and they look good too. You know, they look just like any other team here.
All right, runs into the arrow, but it'll be fine, I hope. Gotta be careful there. Fnatic, what can they do?
Great, Infamous, man, playing to their strengths. I can't believe you gave Hector Wraith King.
Yep,
500 CS, 705.
It's only 34 minutes in the game, Kyle. That's a lot of CS. That's like 15 a minute.
Are they gonna? They're just getting megas off one team fight win here. Well, I guess 2, the one in the base and the one outside. He's popping the BKB. He actually just wants to get the megas. Will he get out? Looks like they will. You gotta be careful. I don't think you want to chase after Hector. He's actually baiting him, and he's like, yeah, sure, go for it.
I feel like this is a strategy that like just nobody else does. It's so weird.
Just I mean, it's not even 4 protect 1, right? It's just 4 go do whatever the hell you want while I do my thing.
Yeah, there's no protection. Hector's gonna fend for himself out there.
Yeah, he does. He's going for an Abyssal Blade, actually. He already has the Basher.
What's he dropped? The phase or the blade now? Yeah.
Regen bottom, bounties as well. So a 12k gold lead, and look at the buyback status. No one really has it except this Wraith King.
Is Jabs closing on Rapier anytime soon? Because that's the comeback mechanic.
Let's go check.
He's got a butterfly Kudo.
And dude, this is, I know we talked about, I mean, she died a lot early game, but just impetus, just straight up damage.
Check out the net worth on the Fnatic lineup as well. Second place is DJ.
It's pretty low there. Here does have the Glimmer. Can use it. They can't really get the kill on Stinger. Just full HP almost. And guess what? Now Abed will pop the BKB. Jams in here, sending a lot of flat cannon everywhere else. It's blind to Schofield, but guess what? Everyone just got out. Crystal gets his BKB before he's stunned. He throws his own, slows them all down. And now, guess who's coming from behind? It is Light Blue Hector. He's running the long way, silver edged up. They do get one stun. There's gonna be the Cataclysm booster. Actually avoided. He gets pushed back, and now Hector's just right clicking. Abed instantly blown up. There's no buyback. They have another on the backside. Jax won't get stunned, neither will DJ. They might just run to the base. Dubu, he's eating so much damage. 1 right click, 2 right clicks. Hector monster kill. 8-0. G. Wow. G is called. That game. That, I mean, let's be honest. We didn't really see that coming. I would say it. You didn't say the one way we lose that game was a BSJ is if Fnatic leaves their base, and they left their base 1 minute after. They lost 2 heroes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
还是打盾，打盾有点慢，这个时候稍微有点慢，可以退回来刷一会儿钱。 刷一会儿钱，下波船长就 BKB 了。
是的，船长 BKB 下波应该蓝胖可以出到笛子。
笛子对，从这个时间点开始，其实 VG 的强势期就不会断了。基本上这一盘就是从 VG 船长大骨灰开始，到双核 BKB 结束这段时间都是 VG 的强势期。EG 这盘就只有等 VG 的 BKB 时间短了之后，他们才稍微好打一点，这个时候都不好打。然后刚才可能是觉得对面可能会打盾，2个人开了波雾，发现没打，那就算了。龙骑士 更新了辉耀，
沙王也是更新出来一个分针面纱。
对， VG 一发扫描找到了1G 人位置，看到了，这样的话缩一下。马格纳斯应该也快跳了啊，有了，马格纳斯有跳。那这波关键装更新好以后呢，这个下路的赏金浮点 VG 就可以考虑接一下。
VG 是中路的假眼看到了所有人都往这边野区包过来了，所以他们集体撤退，撤回去。对，
先撤。其实这波 VG 是很强了，已经双核 BKB 猛犸有跳刀，
但他猛犸的跳刀他是买到跳之后踢回家的，就第一时间不是能跟他们汇合。
刚拿到，
对，
这波还是避了一下，就是我不要下路了，我还是先控上辅再打，不着急。
这样去到了1G 的野区。
对。就这个时候，在 VG 双核 BKB 的情况下，然后1G 龙骑士有 BKB 之前，都是 VG 的绝对强势期。
来了，
随便打。
这水没找到人。
这波有车是可以考虑直接逼中2塔的，或者打盾也行。就这个时候优势已经大到可以打盾了，选择了一波开雾。
看有没有人露线，
开雾手车，哎，龙骑士出现了，
但是他后面有好多人，
哎，没标记到，有点可惜啊，标记到了，那为什么没水到呢？给了一团，砸中龙骑，沙王这个位置很完美，我们注意，摇大跳4后排2个接近方林恐吓秒掉马格纳斯，猛犸大没放出来，这波有危险，水人接下来开转力量，
林肯被破，水人的位置直接被来一个大招直死了，
双核 BKB 加死亡意志强秒水人，但这波1G 应该是可以追一下的。在一个传送流入区的没有 BKB 没有大招，大牛踩2个，龙骑士一口火，水刀一刮，沙王没死，给了个大骨灰。船长这个位置有点危险，来掩护一下，看刺谁？刺龙骑。
羊这边的大牛。
对，护下来了船长，还好沙王下一手刺应该是蓝要。
蓝，但是没办法，他这是。掩护大哥撤退了。对，
这一波 VG 动龙骑士先手动的不是很理想，就是一开始的标记水呢，他一开始没有标记到。
他一开始是想先水一下，
是他想标记，被龙骑士卡了视野，然后通过水开视野，再给标记，再放船。
这样的话就还是断了一下。
对，少了一段水的控制，先给了对方反应时间，让 S 沙王摇了一个完美大招，正好把马克斯给秒了。
其实打反手1G阵容很厉害，
对，
他们有这个形影方灵的大招，包括荆棘迷。荆棘迷宫，你大哥有 BKB， 这辅助没有呀？这个地形走不过去啊。
对，而且正好是刚才乌龙院想来跳大的时候，把这个马格纳斯给秒了。
是，包括大牛的一个踩一个大招的反手能力都还比较强，可以回看一下。
你看水开视野标记接传，
但这个时候迷宫已经把那2个人都给困住了。
马格纳斯跳拱回来之后，人在一堆，直接是被秒了。马格纳斯没放出大招，然后这波其实。1G打的已经非常完美了，但是 VG 就是靠自己双核10秒 BKB
强秒水人，
硬杀了水人，这没办法，太强了，双核10秒 BKB。
然后这个时候显影方灵又是买活过来的，
结果只能说还好，最后船长没死，但是巨魔死已经很伤了。
船长没死还是因为莱恩救得好，他穿刺跟那个羊分别在救2个人，分别在控2个人，
对，
掩护这个船长撤退。这波以为在打盾吗？
这波 VG 强势期打输了一波，其实比较伤，马上继续再过来打肉山，看1G有没有装备更新。龙骑士 BKB 还差多少？比较关键。
龙骑士 BKB 马上有了，
差200，哇，好急！
这个肉山盾，
这波1G很难受，龙骑士没 BKB，
马格纳斯是有大招的，
对，但是 VG 没敢强打，有了，因为 VG 不知道龙骑士有没有 BKB，
他大招也有了。
水人应该是在出分身吧，准备分身虚灵 A 杖这样出。这波盾有没有能够打起来？沙王直接打先手，大牛 CT 就是踩住了猛犸，形影方灵剑恐吓，猛犸这个位置应该还是要死。
标记留到大牛，
留大牛。
水船，马格纳斯买活，
想打大牛肯定卖掉。这波要打盾啊！这波杀大牛一定要打盾，
不打盾的话太亏了。
对，直接进来打。
大牛死，其实这个肉山反倒好打一些。
对，直接买，他也知道你买活就要打盾，那我就买活不让你打。这位置又是一个僵持局面。大王有点意思啊，他背包里为啥有双秘法鞋呀？我看身上穿着一双草鞋，备用格子里放了双秘法鞋。
是谁的？费德的。
哦，等于说刚才猛犸他脱秘法赤魔棒
被抢了，
完了，
哎呦，
完了！啊，他刚才应该是在中路自己高坡那个位置脱秘法赤魔棒，然后直接正好被沙王穿刺，把秘法给捡了。
是的，
狂打不好意思，这把乌龙院，
终于明白为什么会有一个了，是吧？
这沙王也挺坏的，一直带着。
他也不 A 掉，也不干嘛。
就提醒你，
是我的功勋章。对，
注意啊，你鞋在我这儿。我说怎么这样的话，其实还是有点影响的呀。这猛犸一下，那
影响肯定很大。对，
没双倍了，也没秘法，就是一双秘法。这个意外导致VG目前的局势有点不容乐观了。输了波团，盾没打掉，然后猛犸丢了双鞋。要进入到一个比较僵持的局面了，要等核心出装备再打了。但是 EG 就可以说 EG 这一盘已经度过了他们最难度过的时间，就是 VG 最强势的时候没有能够扩大领先优势，往后打的话其实就开看发挥了。
现在水人和龙骑士都有了一些基础储备。也没那么容易死，包括其实他们这局的辅助，就之前说到的1G拿到的形影放灵以后 ，Crit 一直以来都不会辜负大家对他玩这个英雄的期待。
是的，水人那个放心之刃直接出 A 杖，本来还以为他要出个分身。
A 杖
，A 杖这把变谁比较厉害呢？因为出 A 杖可以变队友啊，变沙王比较厉害。沙王 A 杖。但是也还好，就是没有小牛那么夸张。形影芳灵其实比较厉害，他变形影芳灵之后，在暗影之境里面打那个普攻，反而比较厉害，我觉得。他既然这么优先出一招，那肯定就是有
combo。对，
有 combo， 那应该是形影芳灵。待会儿看效果就知道了。就是马格纳斯又刷了双秘法出来，没办法，这把秘法还挺关键的。
那该有的没了，肯定得补啊。
对，但这段时间VG断了很多波节奏的比较伤，他们的这个装备优势不复存在了。让大辅队尝试就说，这里想先手接秒龙骑士，差了一手控制，被对面打了个反手，形影芳灵反手恐吓2个。这里巨魔战将开启 BKB 输出，打出一个被动晕，漂亮秒掉沙王。正面再留形影芳灵跟大牛，
水到大牛。
对，但是 SK 买活这一波，正面要走，蓝胖子被杀掉。水人果然是变形影芳灵
啊！水人变形影芳灵这团战怎么打？地上全是。
对，双迷宫，然后形影芳灵在暗影之境里面还可以打普攻伤害，
是的，
很厉害的。没看到效果，但是我刚看了一下，应该是水人变形影芳灵之后开暗影之境回水人状态，可以打那个暗影之境的普攻，就比较厉害了。是可以用更高的攻击和攻速来打那个暗影之境的伤害。
有点意思。
这里
大师胜率已经给到了46卡了，
已经是看好EG了。
是的，
确实，现在 VG 没什么优势了，可以说。现在 VG 团战想赢的话，需要马格纳斯一个比较好的发挥。
目前来说，马格纳斯是没有放到好的大招的，
没放过大，没放过大，我印象中。接控盾吗？不好打。之后，热山这个位置这波猛犸是个隐身符，想通过巨魔打盾钓鱼，把人打过来，找个机会打先手。沙王在侧翼，这波
进来。
这波最好是能杀沙王，因为沙王在1G的阵容当中很关键，而且沙王不能买，上波沙王交过买。
但是这个地方的话，夜眼是放了真假眼的。在后面还在观望。
对，这个盾肯定不好打，主要是通过打盾想打先手，打起来跟对面找机会打个什么先手。1G 也比较谨慎，基本上都不下高坡。刚才VG是在手中的这个假眼。哇 ，EG 在肉山附近做了多少眼啊？
就是想把这个肉山。
这有一个高台，有个真假眼，然后河道一组真假眼。 兵家必争之地啊。先手了一下龙骑，但是龙骑有 BKB， 小伙他也不没拱回来，而且有点短，拱的这个位置。
再一个标记。
这里是水人的迷宫吗？水人的那个显影方离迷宫施法距离应该会比较远。2片迷宫，这个 VG 真的。
它主要是核心还好有 BKB 嘛，但是辅助的话就很容易被断，这个地不好走，
有点不好打先手了。这个时候，对面的这个反手，哎，这波一记开悟啊，偷盾，
传下
来了，漂亮，意识很到位，有个幻象 ，RTJ
放个迷宫
给辉耀龙骑吃，被莱恩秒清。 在这里僵持了几分钟的时间，都不敢打，也都不敢走。
走了这个半血肉山就没了。
对，这需要一个打破平衡的一个点出现。
点会是什么？你看这双迷宫有多难受，这辅助怎么过得去？
水人试试效果，哎，效果还可以啊，打肉山。
主要这地形的话，一方面是显影芳龄的迷宫、水人的迷宫，还有一方面大牛在这个地形也比较好发挥啊。
其实两边都比较好发挥，猛犸大、船长水船也比较好发挥，
所以就导致现在的僵局出现了，
就导致谁打谁吃亏，谁打谁容易给人打攻。
船长是不是大炮快有了？
应该快了，刚看到钱就差不多了，钱是已经够了，
可能要留个买活。
考虑一下卖了护腕，快了，应该是快够大炮加买活了。 有大炮之后呢，这个加马格纳斯的 buff， 这一刀效果也不错的。龙骑士也更了一件强袭。
天辉这边得出点救人道具才行，多一个什么？
猛犸应该会。哎，这里下路水人露线了。 水人不在，打盾，水人马上回来，对，直接放个迷宫，
走出来了，
大牛大直接交了，
这可以啊，他以为已经开始打起来了，没办法，先把技能甩了。
他高估了这里危机打盾的速度，这个蓝胖是没出勋章的，对，这蓝胖是出了祭品，
趁着大牛没有大招，然后船长拿到大炮，一波开悟绕后想反打，看这个地形，
这波大牛没大。
这波是绕了个大后啊！
对，绕大圈，
扫描一下没扫到人。
天辉扫描主要看对面是不是在偷盾，没在偷盾，这样就可以在高坡打起来。哎，大牛这个脸，撞打一套2连，沙王摇大观测，找到是巨魔战将，能不能秒？哇，水人这个输出直接秒掉这方灵，但是龙骑士也被凯住，巨魔买活，强打这一波，龙骑士 BKB，
残血开 BKB，
差1刀的伤害，水刀出来还是没死，有个勋章有点肉，这龙骑士硬给他跑回去了，马格纳斯一个波龙骑士 BKB 效果还在，也没死，
这样马格纳斯自己也阵亡。
对，船长标记水大骨灰要强拼龙骑，龙骑这里会被大骨灰烫死吗？正面巨魔战将若干被围住，有 BKB， 顶起 BKB 要走了，这波
没烫死龙骑，
哇，龙骑士没死，这波危机也太伤了，巨魔买活，蓝胖买活，然后龙骑没死，这个盾可能还要捐。刚看到水人变方灵暗影之境这一轮伤害打的还是很足，直接秒了巨魔。
这样肉山盾也没了。
是的，肉山盾也没了。
这一波主要是集火的目标吧，他可能就水人在集火这边的人，然后另外的人莱恩包括马格纳斯，他们是在集火一个龙骑，但是龙骑是太弱，他已经有强袭了。刚刚那波。对，
刚龙骑辉耀加强袭，船长自己在输出他。其实刚 VG 是个机会，龙骑士应该是我们先看这波啊，看看回放，大牛就吃了第1轮伤害，然后大牛直接死被秒。然后正面蓝胖、团长、莱恩3个人把龙骑士控的动都动不了，但是这位侧翼巨魔被杀了，就差1点输出，这个确实比较可惜，就是伤害不够。龙骑开了 BKB 给了个勋章，
水人变成这个邪影芳灵、暗影之境加这个输出真的没办法。
对，伤害太高了。然后龙骑士这波应该是个10秒 BKB， 马格纳斯他最后其实就是危机已经是拼了，就知道我们都会死，但是我一定要让龙骑死。
可是没有拼掉，
对，结果拼掉龙骑没死，他们都死了。 刚才呢，巨魔被动，他们没有去第一时间护巨魔，也是确实龙骑士那边是个机会，而且巨魔死太快了，直接被秒的。巨魔需要个撒旦这把。
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
这波打完之后，龙骑跟水云的经济完全起来。
Has fallen.
而且杨这一局，我觉得这个祭品有点中庸了，就直接相位敌的大勋章，有个大勋章这盘就是有一个大勋章，上一波要么巨魔能救下来，要么龙骑会死，效果绝对不一样。
就是他这一局表现出来的作用，3号位跟4号位。
就是因为他出装太中庸了，他这个祭品其实提供的帮助有限，
是
完全不如大勋章。虽然说祭品也便宜，但是他刚才那个经济如果做大勋章的话，钱也够了应该。现在杀王大勋章了，这把杀王的作用虽然说经济比蓝胖少，但是作用比蓝胖大很多。
这个是变成性，
对他这个是无敌输出啊，也确实很厉害。
加上暗影之境，别人还不好打他。
对，这是个小无敌的输出。
他们这边只有莱恩可以刺他一下。啊！
在水人有盾有林肯，带着形影芳灵变形影芳灵就很难处理他。然后龙骑士又很肉，这个时候危机要进入一个防守的状态了，在野外打已经不好打了，需要守高地，然后通过马格纳斯的这个守高。哎，这罗马什么情况？
他是走到了那个花上踩到了。
不是，这波二塔完全没必要守，因为水人有盾，你把他拱回来也没啥用。但是你这波上了以后，那高地要没了呀。这把乌龙院有点
先被 A
有点
把鞋
不在状态，好吧？这某
马格纳斯还是没打到他自己擅长的。
看到了去年羊的影子。
但是前期表现的还2个辅助。
对，危机这把前期都没有问题，就是那波就是强势期那2波没有打好，结果被然后肉山那边开始僵持，肉山那个时候就已经没办，那个时候就已经5-5开了，还是被沙王跳大那2波断了节奏。这把 X 表现还是不错的，帮助水人龙骑士扛住了局势。
意思是今天1季决，
主要是 S 4这里先手炮啊，直接
PK
水人虚灵刀了，又更了一个装备。这个时候自己已经很被动了
啊！这个龙骑士又成了一个龙星出来，
这个龙骑士
丧心病狂，
真的不太能死了，说实话。
这会儿 VG 的输出会需要船长可能再跟点装备，
用这个圣剑，船长的质变装的话，
那不然你怎么办呢？
没什么好的办法，先等水人盾消吧。这水人带着盾是打不了的。
他现在能限制水人，需要船长的莱恩的穿在暗影之境。
这里龙骑士也上来了，有大勋章在，龙心强袭辉耀的主题根本就没有危险。
这打塔。
对。这尽量拖时间，等到水人盾消，看有没有机会打起来。这波龙骑士龙快结束的时候，VG考虑出来打水人盾应该也快消了，这2个时间应该是一样的。
这龙应该还有一会儿。
对，这个时候还有。巨魔下件装备也很关键，他是想出蝴蝶，感觉蝴蝶
盾没了，
一般，对吧？
Radiant's bottom tower
为什么装备能改变这个局势？他一定要出一个能打死龙骑的装备啊！
就是得爆输出嘛。
对，得爆输出。
但是哪有一件装备能直接把一个什么龙心强龙骑士给打死？还有队友那么多队友打反手的救人的，
是比较难。因为巨魔如果出蝴蝶的话，当然蝴蝶也很强，也能剔除。但是只要巨魔没有 BKB， 他这蝴蝶就装备都没有用，就要被对面无限控制。他一定要在 BKB 的时间里把人打死才行。他出蝴蝶，我觉得主要还是为了防水人秒他。他已经是在防御装了。
大佬的胜率已经来到了超过了82开。
对，因为上一波巨魔就是吃一手空被水人秒了。
而且这一局水人不给机会，他是又补了一手 BKB 出来。那林肯加 BKB 就拿他有点
没办法，
没办法了。
对，很难秒这个水人了，只有猛犸的踩才能控制他一手。所以这盘 VG 的翻盘点还在于猛犸。
但是马格纳斯这局是个4号位啊，他其实更多的接近一个 buff 怪啊。
对，主要是给 buff， 然后看对面进攻的时候呢，能不能通过1、2个人去卖，然后给他一个机会，创造一个大的机会，不然没得打。VG 这盘，他单点正常输出打水，其实都肯定是一波打不死的。然后拉船后续的话，一级也是小技能更多，还可以带个秘法鞋，但是
说了，这是他的工序杖。
是的。
可怎么办哟？
现在 VG 只能守高地了，在高地下面都不太好打，只能是守高。我蝴蝶在出金棒，
船长强袭，
强袭也只是一个有一定提升的装备，并不质变。 这个时候 VG 有点想不到该出什么质变装了，除了闪电之外。
就是觉得推了真的。
哎，这里标记自己被吹留下来了，赶紧 BKB 跑吧
！BKB 走了，
跑掉。
这样一波一波耗 ，BKB 的时间也是越来越短。
对，现在这个局面已经是被一所压制了 ，VG 有点出不了门了。蓝胖子感觉杨的。 这个3号位蓝胖，他的出装有点问题啊！在祭品之后又补了个以太，这自暴自弃了，属于。蓝胖子在这个时间点应该是要出羊刀的。
蓝胖的羊刀可太质变了。
对他能羊好几个呀，他这个以太有什么用啊？
你还想出跑出？
我感觉 VG 这样打这盘是很难赢了。 他出的这些装备都不质变，
太偏辅助道具了。
对，太软了这些装备。但本来就是劣势局，还出这么软的装备，很难赢啊。这波开悟，EG 站在高坡有高台视野 ，VG 还是想绕后。龙骑是一口火，动龙骑不太好，没法动龙骑，但是只能看到龙骑，咋办呢？强行动龙骑，拱回来看看能不能秒。
这个大招直接把人给恐吓走了
啊！秒到了，输出还是够的，龙骑是买不了，这是一波机会，但是双刺了3个，大牛放大输出也很高，水人 BKB 输出，水人找的是蓝胖子，先拨了一下，先帮你买活，
蓝胖子是被控到死
A4啊，这里的话，水人在一个虚灵被蓝羊住，抽蓝给怼。
水到了，
但是 VG 不好跟输出了，不好跟输出了。这里让自己被反控，巨魔战将在看，沙王买活过来给了一个穿刺，留到人，这波要追，形影方脸跳大直接啊，把这个船长带走，船长买活，再留一手巨魔战将。
蓝胖过来了，
高台手一级的视野的，这级视野很好，再一个穿刺，水人在地形输出巨魔战将，
有船油，
好在有船油，这波巨魔第一时间没死，而且水人被拦了。 这波水人被蓝抽成了空蓝，
然后又是一个标记接水，
对，变回去之后也没蓝，这波 RTZ
玩死了，
对，应该把自己给玩死了，开了个暗影之镜想劈一个人，没有成功被击杀，
然后集体吃个圣坛，信方林是躲到一个比较安全的位置，他应该可以走掉了。
对，这一波 VG 是交了2个买活，
但是EG是交了3个买活。
对，这波最关键的点在于 EG 这个龙骑士没有买。
直接被秒掉。
对，在龙骑士没有买的情况下，没有必要这么买活这样去追了。
看到天辉有空盾的想法，
水人交
直接买活，
那这样等于EG交4买活，这一波EG血伤了。其实 VG 这波打得很莽的，他就看到龙骑士
没办法了，强行先手动了一个龙骑，
已经是不管3七21把龙骑士秒了。这龙骑士没买EG退回来不就完了吗？ 退回来，下波龙骑士活了就可以打了。
这波打完的话，魔也是跟大战出来。而且还有一点就是，显影方林其实紧随着就是交大去救这边的一个龙骑，是2个大哥 BKB 一开直接抢秒。
对，就不管3七21了。
装备服巨魔，
大王19秒，这个时间点过来打盾， 打的还是非常快的。
他有装备嘛？这
对，
个
大牛放魂，蓝胖吃了个诅咒王冠，躲一脚踩，杀王7秒，形影芳龄直接要准备恐吓了，走你，开 DP， 漂亮，拿到盾，打起来，这留住了龙骑，
龙骑是开启
龙骑
BKB，
顶起 BKB， 与船长那个 BKB， 给了个虚灵小秒，拨过来一套技能插
开启
肢解。
BKB 的一个船长先往回退一下，
对，先往回拉一波，撤回来，水人拨到脸上，强行秒船长。
马格纳斯口2个，
对，也买不了，水人的输出有点高，这一波。蓝的死亡一只是秒掉了杀网，正面的巨魔阵不断的被控，没有 BKB 了，巨魔过来输出龙骑，
但是地上有一个迷宫啊，
有点没有控制，
又有一个诅咒王冠，
哎哦，这2个人被晕在了一起，水人后面又切死了一个人，切死了猛犸。
巨魔就是被溜了，
对，巨魔太吃 BKB 了，输出，这波一记。
和船长和马格纳斯，
巨魔拿了盾，奶酪在谁身上啊？
他应该是全拿到了，奶酪应该吃掉了吧？
奶酪可能没了。这波打完还是差不多，但感觉蓝胖的这个装备实在是作用有点小，在做莲花，蓝胖快25级了，水人是已经25了。
蓝胖的加天赋是怎么？
偏力量
40力量，
施法距离。哦，他都没加那个，
他都没加钱，他也没加钱。
对，留了下猛犸。龙骑士在补大炮，现在是第一时间留钱买活。
现在感觉助 VG 这边的辅助的经济还是需要
很难提升了。马格纳斯中期买活交太多了，死的也比较多。虽然说 VG 带盾，但还是处于一个守势，守着。船长活了也不太能进攻。水人也是优先留钱准备。龙骑就是这个时间又补了一把跳刀，补跳刀，那大炮补出了吗？真不出了，挂着个恶魔刀锋出了把跳刀。
跳刀。
对，龙骑确实是一个比较需要出跳的英雄，这把他出跳可以切后排。
他这把跳刀已经出的非常晚了，我本来以为他不出了。
他之前没出跳刀，主要是觉得自己死不了，
而且也是因为去打一个反手嘛，他们没怎么打先手。
他们之前思路是龙骑卖，然后打反手，但后来发现 VG 不管3721是可以秒这个龙骑的，龙骑就跳刀了。这波还是打出来，逼一下对方的中2塔。磨盾的时间还挺长的，水人先回。哦，水人没留买 RTZ， 他直接跟了蝴蝶。那这水人要怂一点啊，没留买活。
胜率又是被打回来了。
对，胜率拉回来了。刚才那波龙骑不能买活，1G的追击太盲目了，就导致他就送回去了很多局势。但是其实这个时候，就像大数据所说的，双方还是都有机会的。
对，就看谁能把握得住。
对，这个时候买活比较关键。
奶酪是给到了船长。
对，奶酪还在。刚才可能第一时间没给到，船长是没吃出来。这个奥数，
看有没有人敢来吃。
都不敢吃。
博弈
啊，标记来
了，你去
吃，
给你拉回来，你看
有吹风的啊，这其实吹一下就死了，来，说就算死也是你死，我不能死，知道吧？有盾，有点想进攻，这个时候VG，但是因为他们很多人都不能买，也是比较担心进攻不好，被对面打一波，直接要一波进攻。不了，还是进攻，就只能稍微的压制一下，高地是肯定没法上的。
这个时间我看到 VG 是补宝石了，先把视野做一下吧。
就是打一会儿压制嘛。利用这个盾的时间打一会儿压制。
千万这个时候可千万不能太急。
对，急不得，他们自己应该也知道这高地是上不了的。两边都是打反手会更好打一点，打先手的一方会略微有点吃亏。 沙王补了双飞鞋带线，中期的经济也没怎么起来。这把其实EG后期还是挺需要沙王出个羊刀的，但这把沙王比较穷，暂时出不出来。
他这局沙王其实也算不得穷，只是他前面要出的东西也蛮多的。要有能先手，然后又想补点输出，又补了什么分针面纱之类的。
对，龙骑士还是做了金箍棒，没有出大炮，龙骑的装备基本上也满了。对，这个银月巨魔盾消，现在双方又进入到一个僵持局面。
的一个物理和魔法伤害情况，
可以看到水人非常显著的这个魔法伤害啊，2万将近2万的伤害，因为他那个暗影之境算魔法伤害的，所以伤害主要来自于那个。
阳到了，
阳掉了。不过应该是
他想跑，
对，贪腐，然后没有卡视野地，就直接。好，再拖一会儿，这个一时半会儿还完不了。应该是要等下一个盾，这个是。
蓝胖也想出个 B， 这局 BKB 真的太关键了。他不出 BKB 的话，自己对这个诅咒王冠、沙王穿刺，简直都要搞疯了。
小技能太多了，而且水人变了以后是2个血影方双迷宫的，2个迷宫2个王冠，没有 BKB。
马格纳斯有钱，马格纳斯都可以出。
刚才是沙王刺的幻象。想通过标记巨魔的方式去耗一耗他，其实意义不是很大，感觉这样没必要这样做。你这样去耗他，一旦被吹风留下来，被迫开团是不太好的。
马格纳斯这局是选择出了个引刀，想去跳到引刀去动先手。
对，找机会打一波，
是，
就是尽量能放一个完美大，因为他这把肯定是没有资源去出什么刷新这样的道具的，能打一波。这种打一波的猛犸呢，最怕就是买活，就比如说像中路那样把龙骑士秒了，龙骑士一个买活，
那没办法，
对，就打不了了。因为 EG 这个阵容相对来说不是很吃大招，而 VG 是比较吃大招的，比较吃猛犸大和双核 BKB。EG 呢依赖程度没有那么高，没有 VG 那么高，
相对来说弱一点。
对，
但是其实也有点慢，就是像龙骑士差蛮多。
对，龙骑士7000块，我觉得他。与其出银月，不如吃 A 杖啊！其实吃 A 杖也是有提升的。
A 杖的这个大黑龙，
对，变成黑龙，
其实提升还蛮明显的。
对，加很高的魔抗，还有建设伤害。银月的提升，就如果你只是吃的话，真的一般。反正现在
他身上也没有格子的呀。
对，反正现在肯定要6天买活，等盾。基本就是等盾刷EG开悟，然后VG看有没有视野优势，占据好的地形，能打一个比较好的先手或反手。哎，巨魔双倍，这波我准备吃 A 杖了。巨魔吃 A 杖主要是为了减 CD， 就是他吃 A 杖之后 CD 会变成30秒，比较厉害。然后对面用的话会有一个偏嘲讽的效果。这波想用巨魔的双倍符搞一波，但是EG非常猥琐，根本就不露头。水人通过折叠波来顶，是没什么机会的。一波开悟，但是现在高地啊，怎么办呢？没有人漏，没有人漏。VG 的人站在高坡。
开悟过来的，
对，开悟过来，这波很关键，我们感觉是可以看一下买活的，这波买活比较关键，哇，全能买，
只有马格纳斯差300。
哎，这里反应很快，跳走，漂亮，
差一点，
看到对面的位置了，
肉跳，
中路有一个 VG 的线眼啊，这里 VG 是有视野的 ，EG 没视野，中路 VG 视野优势。马格纳斯开启引刀，但是引刀马上结束。引刀结束了，没办法。
那时候引刀结束还算好的，因为地上有针眼，他如果觉得
再往前走2步，可能
就更危险了。
对，这个时候要高台，这高台已经是VG占据了，做好眼。
他们有真假眼在。
对，巨魔直接闯过来，吃技能，哎，四后盘，然后现在直接被一个羊要秒了，我们可以买。
然后水人的位置，
水人变了，形影方离，开蓝影最近在跑，反打给了巨魔战将一个诅咒王冠，双诅咒王冠。同时晕住了蓝炮和巨魔，沙王买活在赶，
船长有一个船掩护一下，
对，开船有掩护，沙王一个穿刺刺2个，形影放离恐吓2个，蓝炮在后排， 应该是有点危险。巨魔大招开了出来，马上单砍了一个攻击式，巨魔开大，
闪吸回来，
但是被吹风了。吹风落地，再输出，再吸，给龙青大苦龟有机会打龙骑，
但是他自己又控了，
哎，想控制太多了。这波蓝胖全交买，这波艺伎先跑，
在一个标记边穿刺，再来一个
又变成了形影风铃，看影之境反打蓝胖子，蓝胖子硬吃一轮杀，龙骑士应该是要倒了，龙骑士有买活，
在位置被敲晕了，
水人阵亡也有买，这里蓝胖应该是已经买活死了，水人龙骑买活，大牛绿杖没开出来，推了一手开绿。往回拉扯，给了一个标记水，大骨灰，大牛应该也是要死，买活也有。
这打的也太激烈了吧？
对，这波肯定是买活大战。
买了2、3、4、5、6、7个。
艺伎买了4个，
买了6个。
艺伎是买了4个。
是。
然后危伎有买活死。因为蓝胖买活死，正面危伎少一人，所以艺伎呢通过4买活，应该是能把这个盾轰倒的。
这个肉山盾是3代肉山。
看一下里面是什么，里面是刷星球碎片。
那刷星球碎片。给谁呢？
对于艺伎来说不如 A 杖好，但是也有用。龙骑士可以刷龙刷 BKB， 然后水人可以刷 BKB， 或者刷2套这个暗影之镜，肯定是有用的。蓝胖不在，船长水，马格纳斯也没大，
大招40几秒。
但是艺伎有点怂，开了波雾，想打。
毕竟是买活过来的，哎，破雾了。
破雾了，船长放水的时候破了这边的雾。
船长是没有蓝的，先往后撤一下。
对，而且高台有卡眼，艺伎跑出高坡。危伎站得很紧。
标记过来看一下，但是水人这里切后排了。
哎，这里船长在看的时候被发现了，接了一手恐吓。船长这个位置很危险，可以买。船长可以买，怎么说？买，
只能买了。
但蓝胖还有30秒赶到战场，感觉船长有点来不及过来。马格纳斯有大，但是有这远，看到了猛犸直接秒杀。
马格纳斯也选择买活，
猛犸也买活，肉山血量1/3。这
个时候夜眼不敢打了，因为蓝胖马上复活。
对，蓝胖快要活了，这里也是危伎几乎买活全交啊，硬。还是敢打，还是敢打，水起来！
船长有船，
马格纳斯有没有到位？莱恩已经玩命了，但是艺伎也是双 BKB 全开，猛犸能不能来一脚？
来不了了，来不了了，
没了。这个盾还是被艺伎控下。那这波买活大战之后啊，双方最终的赢家还是艺伎，
因为他们有盾来发现。
对，因为危伎那最后也交了4个买活。两边交了8个买活，最终一击扣到这波肉山盾。
买活大战。
是的，马格纳斯那个位置因为有针眼被动了一个先手，还是有点伤的。
邪影芳灵也是拼出来一个永恒之船，这样的话他也不好秒了。
现在危伎只能再守一波了，对面带盾奶刷。巨魔战将已经6神了，没格子带鞋了，还能吃银月。
吃银月嘛？
还能吃银月，吃一仗，还是有提升空间的。
可能没有那么明显。
对。
奶酪给了邪影芳灵。
对，现在主要就是因为危伎的双核 BK 时间太短了，然后这个艺伎这种邪影芳灵这样的英雄，其实空间反而大起来了。
是。团
战各种小技能溜这个巨魔，你发现巨魔不管有什么装备，只要没有 BKB。就
被溜，
对，又一直被溜。
而且他辅助主要是太容易死了，就是辅助死了之后，没有人帮巨魔控制，就溜到。
对，猛犸跟莱恩都比较穷，这没什么保命装。
这个莱恩是个5号位，所以马格纳斯的话，这局因为死的比较多。
对，这把死太多，买活太多了。现在莱恩经济比猛犸还要高一点。我记得莱恩是有加签天赋的，应该是通过那个天赋涨了点工资。
莱恩的加签天赋是150块钱每分。
是的，所以莱恩有点装备了。猛犸真的挺可怕，而且他出了一波流装备，就是跳刀引刀，他一旦被对面先手就必死，
是
一点保命没有。
整体来讲也没有什么续航的能力。
这把很纠结啊，下路来了，这波一技。
又变成邪影芳灵，然后是
魔高地，
吃了银月之金的东西。
来，刺了一下水人，水一下水人，
往树林里面甩这个金
其实 EG 也不好磨，他也不是很敢，
不敢上去的。
对，因为这波 EG 也没买活，他也吃不准。这波团如果说别看是 EG 在上高，但是如果 EG 打输的话，没可能会被一波。这是这个蓝胖多重，因为蓝胖应该是25级点了火焰暴风天赋，他那个多重还挺疼的。其实磨不动的，EG应该磨一磨就发现了，磨不了多少血。
他龙骑士不敢上去磨，因为他没有盾。
对，
我觉得应该是龙骑士带盾带刷新的话，他去磨的话会好一点。
带盾。对，其实 A 塔龙骑是好一点，但是如果打起来的话，是水人带好一点。
就看他
磨不了，算了吧。
龙也没了。
走了。
Radiant's bottom
打了
barracks are
60
under
分钟
attack.
对，剧情又变成了 VG 等对面盾消，然后再出来打，然后双方又10个埋活。主要是打的真的是比较激烈啊，就每波是双方互交买活，然后最后打个5-5开。蓝胖更了个 BKB。
他这个 BKB 我觉得挺关键的，其实。
他有 BKB 团战是能吃好多技能。
对，但是他有了 BKB 之后，我觉得他得为大哥做点事儿了。就比如说刚刚说的羊刀这种道具得。
或者他有 BKB， 他得控一些比较关键的人。团战中他开着 BKB 能帮大哥控一控沙王、小仙女这，让没有 BKB 的大哥有点输出也还可以。
是。
自己还是不想走啊，带着盾我总不能让你打钱吧？带着盾起码你得手高吧？其实有龙啊，晕，秒，水人差一点被秒，龙骑士找机会先手，这个位置传导有点危险，直接要被秒了吗？稍微救一下凯是死了，团长没得买，马格纳斯踩2个，巨国疯狂输出，但2个人都没死，都是极限血量。龙骑士有大勋章，然后水人再转回来，水人还是有盾的，这波船买不了，丢回来一个 X 给他一锤，有机会秒杀王，哎，也没死。这里再是一个虚灵秒的来买活，面水人交盾，这波 VG 4打5，水人盾起没有招式，刺了一下刺到林肯上，大牛王踩一脚后排这一后下龙骑士再过来给晕，蓝胖子控住龙骑，一口好火，魔战将没有 BKB 了，
巨魔也阵亡，不能买活，敲出了GG，
没了呀。
这一局真的是比较可惜啊。
比较纠结吧这一局 ，VG 没有在强势期拿下比赛，然后双方其实一度打的是比较有来有回的。
对，那我们也是最终恭喜在 U2的第1局是拿到了第1分。这一局确实 VG 自